Dream it.
Maybe someday when I become, rich and famous, or just rich. I don't know.
People would pay money to listen to Gary.
True, that's probably so.
I've paid money to listen to him.
We can just pay me money to listen to Gary. How about that? I like that idea too.
Not to pay my friends. It's not funny.
All right, so here we are for Monster Hunter. Technically, this is session 2 of We Be Spelljammer, or as tonight's cast and crew are 100% Canadian. We Be in Space, eh? Is that what I said I was going to call it?
Yeah, something like
Me
that.
and my corny dad jokes. So, in our last session,
excuse me,
you guys were technically still back on Faerun. You were making your way to Aglaron on another quest of Urbos. Basically, the main purpose of that was to get you the F out of Dodge, because the 9 golden swords are out to get you, based on your murder hoboing back at the orphanage. Sorry, based on your unfavorable results that happened at the orphanage.
I miss killing children.
So he sent you to Aglaron. While you're on a coastal town, there is when all hell broke loose. You guys saw a meteor shower on your way to little coastal town of Milvaroon, and some of the folks in town were talking about that while you're in a local tavern. And as you were talking about it, there started being earthquakes, and these crystalline vines started to basically erupt out of the earth. Some were small, but there were some that were not too far from you that grew to be gigantic in size. We're talking like thousands of feet into the air. And there were also these strange-looking crystalline creatures coming out of the ground as well.
It was bad. It was bad.
I don't think anyone even tried to fight them. No. Everyone ran to the docks. Someone threw out an illusion of a null, scared all the town folk off the docks into the water. You guys fought off some bullies that were trying to take over a ship of a lady you guys met at the tavern. Fought them, didn't kill them all. He killed some of them, but basically took them hostage and then hopped on the ship to try to get out of the, I guess, the kill zone of these crystalline vines that continue to grow throughout the region. Didn't get very far off the dock before the ship rose into the air, and you guys started flying. Welcome to Spelljammer. You guys are on this ship called the Moon Dancer. You guys have befriended the captain, who is now taken back over the ship from these thugs that tried to take it over. Her name is Captain Elaine Sartell. She goes by Captain Elaine for the most part. And you guys were making your way towards the Rock of Brawl, which is her home port. You guys also have the bottom, I guess, storage cargo area of the ship is filled with refugees. I forget the exact number. I'm going to say it was either 40 or 60 total refugees you had in the whole of the ship. Captain Elaine's intention is to bring in the Rock of Brawl to offload you. She says you're basically not her problem, but that'd be a safe place for you guys. However, on your way there, you guys encountered a Star Moth ship that was basically being operated by Astral Elves. Astral Elves, meta-wise, is, I guess, a new version, a race of elves that are in this wild space area. They were trying to board your ship. Wasn't too tough of a fight, as I recall. I don't think anybody dropped.
I think we pretty handily. I think you spread us out pretty good, but I think we pretty handily dealt with them.
Yep. But you did. One person escaped, which is kind of like the guy that was running the helm, or the pilot, so to speak. He escaped with some kind of teleportation spell. But you guys did capture one of the elves and questioned him about what was going on, and he kind of, in haphazard, careless manner, told you exactly what they were doing on Faerun, that they were planting these seeds that basically would absorb, suck out all the energy from your planet and then feed it to his home world, and that your world was going to be destroyed in a matter of, I don't know if he gave you a time frame or not, or if he even knew that, but He said once that process starts, there's no turning back. There's no way to stop it. So you guys are kind of screwed as far as those living on Faerun. He mentioned about, I think he told you guys that where his home place was, the Empire of Xaryxis, if I could even say it correctly. A lot of X's in there, a lot of Y's. So Xaryxis is what I'm going with. What else? You guys kept him. Oh, you guys also kept alive the thug leader that tried to take over your ship from the docks. He's in the brig, along with the Astro Elf is in the other brig, which should be on this. Yeah, that was on that map I showed you guys. Let me switch over to that map. So I'll do a shift click down to here. Here we've got Travis. He's the thug leaders in the brig. Here's the Astro Elf that you also captured. Here's your troves of refugees.
Oh, you haven't talked about the pilot and what race the pilot is.
Oh yeah, the Spelljammer. I guess they call them in this module. The people that actually pilot the ship. On this ship, let me go find him. Where is he on here?
He's right beside Simon.
Oh, there he is. So shift click. This little guy here, his name, he goes by Flapjack. He is a flump. He is who or what pilots this ship on the helm. And I think I actually changed this map up a little bit. I'm going to say this little table right here is actually his helm, where he sits in and controls the ship. He speaks telepathically, as all flumps do. And I believe it's Simon that's been spending a lot of time with him so far on the journey, trying to learn as much as he can about how to operate and run one of these helms for a ship. Is that correct, Rob?
Yeah, that's correct. Simon's fascinated with the whole process, being an artificer and all.
Right. So you're in the process of learning that. Flapjack seems to be eager to kind of share what he does know with this. This here is Elena. She is the captain of the ship. Hadozis for Gary and Kev. These are guys, I think, technically from earlier versions. They're basically what I call monkey men with like flying squirrel flaps of skin.
The flying monkeys, yeah.
Yeah. So these are all Hadozis. Those are all the shipmates, the crew, basically.
If you've done any reading in the last couple of weeks on D&D stuff, you'll see that Wizards of the Coast issued an apology for how they were rolled out.
Why?
I mean, I didn't really take it.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it either,
but...
Brian. I thought it was people overreacted, but
so basically they were enslaved for so many years and they broke free, and there was like some mad wizard that somehow modified them or whatever. So I don't know how much of that lore is going to stick with Wizards of the Coast, but I didn't even share any of that whenever I brought them in. They're basically they're real good at climbing ropes and stuff because they have feet like monkeys. So they can get around really good on the ships. They can glide if they fall. So they just make natural, good, I guess, crew members on ships. So that's what the majority of Elaine's crew is. So these Hadozi men. You would have learned in the previous fight that they're not exactly the best fighters. I think 2 or 3 of them got blown out into pieces from a couple ballistae hits. Both on this ship and the Astral Elf ship, they had a crew of these as well. These guys are the, I guess, captured / converted thugs of Travis's, the guy who tried to take over the ship. Elena's been putting them to work and keeping Travis in the brig as a way to kind of keep them in line. Okay, what else? Okay, anything else I missed on the crew or the ship that's important, you think, Rob? I don't think so.
I think you pretty much covered it. When we did the little teeny bit of ship to ship before the stupid idiot Astral Elves actually got close enough to board us, we shot them with the ballista and whatnot, but and the mangonel.
Right.
But yeah, I think you got everything else.
Oh yeah. So real quick on the mechanics of that. So the ballistae, it requires 3 people to operate these things. 1 to load it, 1 to aim it, 1 to shoot it. So anytime you want to operate, it requires 3 people to do that. They've got a certain range. I think it's up to like 300 feet. Same thing for the mangonel on the backside here as well. So anything you want to shoot requires a crew of 3 people to operate. Okay. All right. So you're on the ship. That's when you start making your way towards the Rock of Brawl. And you guys made your way into like an asteroid belt, started navigating your way through that. And where we left off is where you went around a particular large asteroid. And then you saw a ship floating around the side of it. It had large tentacles hanging out the front of it. And that's when Captain Elaine kind of hissed mind flayers. And that's where we left off the last session. I think that's pretty much what happened. Anything else that you guys can think of that I missed?
Oh, I forgot about that part. That was quite the cliffhanger because those guys are terabad.
Okay. Just looking through my notes here. Anything else I missed? I don't remember what all you guys got out of the Astral Elf ship. Oh, you sent the Astral Elf ship basically floating in wild space. I don't remember you burning it. Just kind of let it go.
I think Rand picked something up, and we took the helm off of it.
Right. I think the main reason why you didn't take the ship, I can't remember if it was Elena or it was the other Astral Elf you captured, basically saying those are all the ships of the Astral Elves, and if you get caught in it by any of their ships, that it's like death on sight, basically. So it would basically put a big target on your back if you would have taken that ship.
Kind of like slaughtering children in an orphanage.
Oh, here's an important note. So yeah, Captain Elena heading to Rock of Brawl. She plans to offload you and the refugees. She urges you to find a GIF, GIFF or GIF, however you want to say it. That's the hippo people. They are now I don't know if they're a playable race or just a creature type in Spelljammer. A GIF named Commander Crux. And he may know about this calamity that has befallen your world that the Astral Elf was talking about. Elena also shared some of her past adventures, one involving a friendly solar dragon, another involving a few not so friendly space clowns. I hate these things. That is so stupid. I don't know why they put space clowns in Dungeons and Dragons, but they have them. And
I hate clowns.
And that's when we saw the Mind Flayer ship coming around the corner, and that's what we'll pick up. Okay.
So was it lying in wait, like it's lying there and to trap someone? Or was it just doing its thing?
As you pass through an asteroid belt, you watch as a large spiral shell vessel appears from behind a large asteroid. It has an open bow below which several large tentacles wave as if caught in a gentle current. Elaine's face goes stern and she hisses, "Mind flares." That's exactly what you know.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do as we pick up from that point?
Okay.
And do I have your characters on this map somewhere?
Nope.
If I dropped you in here or not. So feel free to drop yourself in here if I don't already have you on the map.
Are you going to pull out Zenith and those guys that aren't here anymore, or just leave them?
I'll assume they're on the sheet for future references, but they're not going to be used by you guys. I'll say they're getting seasick and they're stuck on the chamber pot, can't get off of it or something.
Oh, the shitter. Okay.
All right, so Elena, if you guys aren't going to say or do anything at this point, she is going to shout to all of you guys to prepare yourselves, man the ballistae, and she's ordering Flapjack to run. Unless you guys say something otherwise.
Hey.
I think that we're stupid.
Let's run. But I need 2 of the monkey men to give me a hand with this one on the end.
The Mangonel?
I'm gonna call for 2 of the monkey men to come and give me a hand with the Mangonel.
Zenith's getting sick. He's going down to the chamber pots.
Yeah, pussy.
Okay. All right, so as you guys start turning your ship to the starboard side, I'll say I don't know sailor terms, so I should. I own a boat, but anyway, as you turn the boat to the starboard side,
that's
she
to
holds
the
up.
right, Ryan.
Okay, then that's the other. What's the other side then? Starboard
Port.
and
Port.
Port. Okay, turning to port.
eh?
Yeah, she's turning to port. She holds up a hand. Says, wait there. Hold. Says, Flapjack is not sensing a mind flayer aboard, but there is something aboard.
Yeah, because Flapjack definitely would be able to.
Yeah, through his telepathic senses.
What I know about the flumps.
And are you down there with Flapjack still, Simon?
Yep, that's where I am.
Okay, so after he broadcasts that to Elena, he also, I guess, has a one-on-one with you, basically telling that he doesn't understand it. He's uneasy. Says he senses something there, but he can't make out what it is or if it's anything. It's just something odd about the ship.
Ooh.
As Elena kind of pulls back around to the starboard side, who's up on deck right now? Vega. Okay. Well, Kev, where's your character at right now?
Good question. He's not on the sheet yet. Sorry.
Is all of our guys.
Arnold is on the top
Yeah.
deck.
Teddy's up in the box to the right called PCs.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was looking where to drag him from, but I guess I'll take him from there.
That's fine.
I
All right,
guess
so I need
Teddy
to-
will be on the deck taking in the sights.
Okay. So I want Teddy and Vega to give me a perception check. If both of you guys fail, then we'll let Arnold do one as well.
Perceptione. Normal. Oh, man.
Okay. Vega. As you guys turn back around, you can actually see on the ship has got the hulls damaged, and you don't see any movement at all on the deck. I mean, the tentacles are moving, but again, it's not like they are doing anything specific. It's more like they're just blowing in the breeze at this point.
Okay,
It looks like the ship is not even under power.
I will turn and go, Teddy, please inform our captain that it doesn't look like there's any life on board.
Who? Oh, and the captain is the flump, right?
No, captain is Elena.
Elena.
I guess technically I'll have Elena out here on the deck. She would be out here seeing this as well. So she won't be far from you.
Yeah. So Teddy would go up to Elena and say, "Oh, it looks like they're all dead. Or there's no one on the boat."
Elena takes a closer look at the ship, kind of turns back to you a little bit, says, "You may be right, but I still don't like the looks of this." And she holds a finger up to her head like she's talking to Flapjack. And you guys feel the ship kind of moving, sliding up next to this derelict nautiloid. So 1 second while I grab. Screw it. Let's do this.
Now, this ship looks like a giant seashell with tentacles, right, Brian?
Here you go. How about this?
Oh, cool.
Oh, it's big.
Oh, yeah. I bet you there's treasure.
So I may not have you guys where you were originally on the ship. Go ahead and drop your tokens on there if you're on the deck now. I don't have all levels of the ship on this map, just the top deck.
Yeah.
She pulls up next to it. As you got, I'm sure that at this point you're probably gonna have a lot of looky-loos looking over the edge of it, trying to see what they see. And she's gonna kind of shout over to you, Vega, since you're standing next to her. Says, "Get your boys together and let's get some use out of you. Why don't you board this and see what's left on it? Looks like it's already been picked clean."
Right. Yes, Captain. I will talk to my team. And I'll approach Teddy and Simon and say, shall we board? Shall we go checking it out? Get Arnold and Marigold. Maybe leave Marigold on deck. Inside of us.
Aye. Is there like a rope we swing across to get on deck?
They'll drop like a shit. What do you call it? Plank.
Plank? Okay.
Boarding
Kinda
plank.
walk across. So let me give you a little bit of lay of the land here because this map it took me a while to figure out as well. So This is basically an open platform here.
Yeah.
And did I set this up with dynamic lighting? I don't think I did I? You guys can see everything, can't you?
Yeah.
Can you see inside here?
Right.
Awesome. Okay. So this is a platform that's open to the space, I guess, open air. So is this one. This is another platform. It's up higher, basically where the blue lines are. And there's a small platform up here as well. But where the plank is, it's going to drop you off into this section right here.
Okay.
So feel free to move yourself. I don't think I have grid turned on here.
See the grid, but it's not locking into the grid.
I think that's just the way the map is. A map has a grid on it, but I don't have the grid turned on. Okay. So just need to know who's boarding the ship, who's staying on board, or... Okay. Pretty much everybody?
Are we going to bring Arnold, or are we going to...
oh, no,
Arnold,
I think we should all go. This is designed for more than 4 players.
Looks like there's a big hole out of it over here.
All right, so from this vantage point, without even a perception check, let me just describe a few things to you. Down this lower section, you guys can see from this standpoint, you can see splintered remains of a mangonel, strewn about piles of ammunition as well. You can see from this vantage point several ballista boats and a few clusters of mangonel stones. Heading this way, there's a sphincter wall, which I guess technically all of you guys would be familiar with, because you guys ran into one of these sphincter walls back on the Astral Elf ship that you guys fought in the previous session over there. And that's this deck here itself. You can do a perception roll if you want to see something else.
I don't want to metagame this, Brian. So would we know, or the Flump know, or anybody know where the main navigation, where captain's area is? Because that's a place I think we should go first, just to make sure just to see if anybody's flying this badass.
I'll say
I know where it is. I know where it is from a metagame perspective, but I want to know how my character would know.
I will tell you that. Here's what I'll do. Since I don't think his telepathy can go that far from where you are now, he's still on the ship controlling it. But Elaine would have told you that typically, the helm is in the northern portion. The lower decks is
the top up here, right?
I didn't see you ping. If you pinged,
trying to ping. There we go.
Yeah, somewhere up there is typically the helm.
Inside in there, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. But she'll tell you the same thing that Flapjack told you when he's below deck, that just be wary, because he still senses something there. He doesn't sense a mind flare, but he senses something there. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So any other questions or perception rolls you guys want to do here?
I'll do a perception roll to see what else we find. Vega's looking around to see if there's any like trapdoors, any kind of other entrances or hidden ports or anything.
Okay, give me a perception roll. Okay. Anybody else looking around, or are they just waiting for see what Vega finds?
Teddy will look around curiously, even though my investigation's awful.
I'm happy to investigate, because my investigation is, in fact, not awful on this character.
Oh, I actually did pretty good. Teddy's looking over here.
Nice.
Oh, look at you guys. All right, so Vega was the only one that did a perception roll. Vega, you can hear somewhere originating down here the sound. I don't know how to describe this. So it's more like almost like a sucking sound, and then a pop.
Oh.
Teddy and Simon, as you're looking around, you see the same. There's a sphincter wall over here. But you can see there are almost like footprints in blood in various spots, dried blood. So it's not fresh; it's old, but you can tell like there's been like humanoid boot footprints of blood up on the deck here.
Guys, do we want to start at the top and work our way down? Is that Is that sort of the path of destruction that we want to?
Well, are we going to try and get up here from the outside?
Yeah, if we can. Unless we want to go, I guess. I think there's a door just to the north of you on the level we're on, right, Teddy? Sphincter door, and then maybe we can get up. Maybe we can get up from there.
Yeah, I'm all for opening the sphincter door and going.
Or can we get to the top along the left or right side, Brian? I'm not sure if these are stairs to the top or not.
No, those are not stairs.
Okay.
These are stairs just to the south of like where who is that? Where Marigold's standing?
Yeah. But we want to get up onto this platform. So if we don't see any obvious way up there, it must be through the sphincter door on the next level down.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are contemplating, what are you going to do next? You can hear a voice from the lower deck where the mangonel originates from saying, "Hello? Hello? Thank the gods you're here. I didn't think I was ever going to get off of this thing. Please."
Somebody's talking to us?
There's a Hadozee. Comes standing at the bottom of the stairs right over here. You guys do see it on the map, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A Hadozee, just like your rest of your shipmates.
Huh.
He's got tattered clothes, like he's got splotches of blood on him. He looks pretty beat up at this point. So get the gods.
Vega's going to ask him. Yeah, Vega's going to ask him what happened here.
We were attacked. Neogis. They came on board. They killed all my friends. They're all dead. I'm the only one. I just want to get away.
Can you help me? Are you the only life form on this vessel?
You ask him that?
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name? 1 second while I look it up. I should have had that prepared. Benotto, but you can call me Ben.
Hey, Ben, are you the only survivor?
I've been here for at least a day. I'm almost positive I'm the only one.
Have you been inside and up to the helm?
I haven't been all over. I've just been trying to hide. I don't know if they're coming back.
Why?
How many were there?
I don't know. I hid. I'd say more than a dozen. Who's running Marigold?
I am.
Give me a perception roll with Marigold, or a wisdom check if she doesn't have perception.
Okay. Oh, that's a save. I'm sorry.
Wow.
No, that's a save, though. It should be 3 less than that. It should only be 23.
Wow. All right. As he approaches, I guess Marigold in her normal Karen fashion, she kind of holds her nose. She's like, "Oh my God, he smells so bad."
Marigold's going to step away because Marigold does not want to be near this guy.
I want to check to see if if I trust him or not.
How are you going to do that?
Like an insight check, just how do I feel about this guy? Am I like body language, his actions?
Does
he come across?
Tone?
Yeah, like, or do I just want to cut his head off? Like, that's what I'm trying to decide here.
You give me an insight check if you want. He is frantic in his words. You're not sure if he is totally there. Like there may be something wrong with him.
Like he's been kept as a thrall to mind flayers for too long, and he's a terrible, terrible person, and we can't trust him.
You don't trust him.
No, we do not.
Like, please, just take me on your ship. Get me away. Wait. Don't leave my friends. I'd feel horrible if I just left them here to die and rot.
You said you were the only survivor.
They're dead, but I don't want to leave them here.
Well, you can stay.
You want to join them?
Like, what are you doing? Why are you threatening me?
Because he's Vega, that's why.
No.
Turns to Arnold. You good sir? Would you help me?
Arnold just bows his head for a solemn moment, and he says, "Perhaps you should join me in a prayer, fair child." And he begins reciting a prayer.
You're playing
Right.
Arnold very differently than Brian played Arnold.
So let me go back and describe Arnold for you. He is an old Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
with a
okay.
big gray beard.
He's gonna pump you up. Just so
Okay,
you know.
hang on.
Yeah, get in there.
Hang on. Let me draw the inspiration. Quickly Google's Arnold. Okay. Hello, my friend. Have you considered bowing your head in prayer and
There
asking
we
for
go.
forgiveness of your lords and saviors?
Yes.
And only through the light can you understand what it means to be a good citizen. Bow your head now, or else.
That
And as
one,
he put,
if I had control over the inspiration cards, Kev, you'd have one.
He's already got one.
and as
Oh, you'd have
he
another
puts his
one.
as
There
he
you
puts
go.
his hands together in palms, he's actually flexing his biceps. Because the one thing you didn't notice about Arnold is that he has like monkish robes that he's ripped the sleeves off so you can see his sick pythons of Jesus or whatever he recommends.
He's like, I'll pray to every god you want. Just take me with you.
Perhaps first you should show us your ship. Where is it? And
that's a good-
where were you
That's a good
going?
idea.
He's like, if you guys will escort me, I don't mind showing you around what I know.
Yep. We want to get upstairs. Show us how to get upstairs. You go first.
Upstairs?
Teddy,
Yep,
Teddy says,
we want to go to the helm.
Teddy quietly whispers to the group, "Isn't all the good stuff normally in the bottom of these ships?"
Yeah, but we've got to make sure that we're not going to get flown out of here. We got to secure the
Disable
the
ship,
bridge.
make sure it
We got
can't
to
go
secure
anywhere.
the bridge before we will do anything else. Star Trek Next Gen didn't teach you one thing; it should have taught you that.
That's right.
He'll step right in the middle of you, and you guys are all getting a good waft of how rotten he smells.
Oh,
Someone else can give me a nature check to see if you recognize the stench. If you want to.
I could do that with. With guidance. Oh, I think I recognize it.
He smells like absolute shit. I mean, literal poop.
I needed to do a nature check to know what the poop smells like.
Well, it wasn't going to be a high DC.
What's the DC on being able to detect the poop smell?
Well, you gotta know whether he ate corn before or whether it was like
corn's visual, not odor.
You know
Is
what
it
he's eaten for the past like 3 or 4 days.
He's been having sardines and garlic.
Yeah, so that was for Marigold. Marigold, you can tell that he's a big meat eater. And pretty much all meat, no fruits, no vegetables, all meat. All right, so he'll point to the sphincter door. Says, "I'll show you what I've seen so far." I mean, this wasn't my ship, but I was only on here for a little bit before we got attacked.
Okay. Him first. I'm happy to go second.
Like, you want me to go first?
Damn right.
Give me a persuasion check. Unless you're doing it some other way. I'm scared. I haven't been up there since I've been hiding. Someone else go first. I'll be right behind you, I promise.
Listen, smelly man.
This is where he dies or goes first.
You go first, or you die.
Okay, every subsequent check on this is going to go higher, but you can give me an intimidation if you want.
The attack roll is going to stay the same.
You roll for him. Like, just okay. I'll open it, but I'm not going in. He'll go up and he'll tickle the sphincter. and it opens up. And so, since you already see the whole map, this little sphincter opens up, and what you see is right here. Let me describe what you see as the sphincter door opens up. An impressive chair is poised at the front of this, what appears to be a catwalk. So its occupant can look down upon the bridge floor. You can also see green glowing maggots crawling all over the chair's current occupant, a headless mind flayer corpse. So basically, this is the chair right here, and it's got a headless mind flayer sitting in it with a bunch of, what did it say? Green glowing maggots.
Glowing maggots. The glowing ones are the best kind for fishing. Just saying.
At that, the head you kind of step back, going, "Oh, I'm not going in there. You get rid of that, and I'll keep going further."
Well, guys. Steamo, gonna head in.
I think maybe Arnold should cast spiritual weapon and let the spiritual weapon do the heavy lifting.
We're going to need to go in and investigate this room. Do we recognize this? Is this just a normal room? Is this do we see a Spelljammer helm there? Do we
Brian,
are there toilets? Like, is this somewhere where he could have a shower?
Brian,
go ahead.
Teddy would like to use his divine sense on this room.
Oh, son of a bitch. Hold on, guys.
Oh, I did the good thing.
No, I just realized I didn't have dynamic lighting turned on here. That make a difference? You guys still see everything?
Still see everything.
Okay. All right. So I didn't do a dynamic lighting.
Oh, now I can't. Now we can't see everything.
But I drew it also.
Brian, we're now dynamically lit.
Okay, so let me move. You didn't physically move there. I'm going to move you just so you can see, or maybe see. Vega, can you see into this area?
Yeah, and I can't see above me. I see everything to the side, but that's because I'm right kind of in the middle, behind the chair.
I think I can fix this. 1 second, please.
There we go.
Now?
Yeah, I can see 3 kind of spears of light in.
Yeah, so my fault. I never turned on dynamic lighting on this freaking map. So hopefully you don't remember everything you saw before.
I drew it all.
So all of you guys will see this. I'll explain it to you. Vega, as long as you can see it. So as you look at the chair, there seems to be a stairway heading down on the left and right side, right at the edge of where the door is. And there's a catwalk that extends further straight back, and with some stairs that descend down. Do you have night vision or dark vision, Vega?
I do.
Okay. All right. Because nothing's lit in here, as I recall. Let me double check that. All areas in the ship are dimly lit by flickering bioluminescent orbs mounted to the walls or hanging from the ceiling. So there's dim light throughout, which probably explains why, anyone here not have dark vision?
I guess Arnold doesn't have dark vision because he's a human, I assume.
Maybe moving over here. Can Arnold see in there?
Well, Teddy can, but no, Arnold can't see there.
Okay, so I got to turn on. I'm just going to give him dark vision to make it easy.
Okay.
Instead of me trying to go and put a bunch of lights in different spots. All right, so just confirm Arnold can now see?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Whoa, look at it. Whoa, I can see.
Okay, I'll put you back down here. All right, so that's what you see in that area. Was so divine sense. What were you doing with that?
Well, I just wanted to know if I was getting any bad vibes, or I detected. So until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, celestial fiend undead, and any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity.
Okay. Hold, please. I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be no. I mean, you guys know there's something in here, but I just got to double check what it is.
How about the Jays?
So, celestial, fiend, or undead. So, no celestial, fiend, or undead within your 60 feet of your divine sense.
Okay. I'll deduct one of my divine sense points.
Okay.
And so, being eaten by glowy maggots is a headless mind flayer. Is that what you said?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna go in and have a look around the room, sort of investigating sort of what's on the floor, investigating the mind flayer, investigating. Was he standing when he was beheaded? Is there a chair there?
Where's
Should
the
there
head?
be a chair there?
He's sitting in a chair. Let me read it again.
Okay.
An impressive chair is posed at the end of a catwalk, right at the front there. Green, glowing maggots crawl over the chair's current occupant, a headless mind flayer corpse.
Does anyone see the head?
Well, who's standing at the doorway?
Vega.
Because Vega is.
Well, I'm
Okay.
standing at the doorway as well. Don't forget,
Okay.
Vega, that my character is tanky. Yours is just quick.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're standing at the doorway, go and move yourself over here, just so I can.
Should I move myself over there?
I don't know where to move myself, Brian.
If you're standing at the door, put it right here.
Okay.
I'm going to be a bit behind them, I guess.
Okay. So you can place yourself out here. I mean, I can keep it straight, so I'm clear on who's standing at the doorway. Without a perception roll, there's no sight of a head anywhere.
Okay.
Just so I'm clear, like I explained to Vega, but there's stairways going down on this side, and this is like a straight hallway going back to another. Oh, I help them on the right freaking layer when I ping. Stairway to the left going down, stairway to the right going down, and then it's a straight catwalk going back to another set of stairs going down.
Okay.
And the chair is right here in front of you. So what would you like to do next?
Well, I think we should probably. My guess is that maggots are insects. I don't want to touch the body because he's gross and smelly. But I do want to search around. So I'm going to go have a look at the chair, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let Vega pee on the body later.
Okay. Vega's good with that.
Okay, give me an investigation check, if you would, Simon.
Okay.
Very nice. You see something on the left armrest that appears to be like some kind of a drawer or a door opening, but underneath his hand.
Of course it is.
It's a trap. Oh.
I ask the crazy guy. I go, Ben, why is this mind flayer in a chair? Mind flayers don't normally sit down.
Like I don't know. I didn't come up here. I told you that.
You know, you've never been up here the entirety of the ship.
Once they attacked, I hid. Not
What did
proud
you
to
do
say it.
before
hide
they
for?
attacked?
How long did you hide for?
Brian, does this look like the Spelljammer helm that we took from the Elven ship? This chair?
No. Does not.
Does not.
Just to be clear, not all helms are the same.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm asking, right? And that's part of the reason why I asked earlier if either of the people that know about these things, because we're stupid here, because we've never been on Spelljammer ships before. If either of the people that we're with would know that where the helm would be in this ship, like that. I guess without beating around the bush, are we currently in the bridge, for lack of a better term, or are we somewhere else?
I forgot how to answer this since you guys are new to this area.
That's why I was asking sort of earlier if they had any experience with this type of ship, if they could tell us if our existing new friends on the other ship could sort of point us in a direction and tell us where the command area, the bridge area.
If you shout over to Elena what you see,
yeah,
she could probably
Sure,
shout back over what she thinks if you want.
Yeah, I could poke my head out the door and yell over to her. Say, it looks like there's a beheaded mind flayer in here, sitting on a chair. Is it likely that this chair is the helm for this ship?
And she'll shout back. She said it depends on several factors. Most helms are not mechanically affixed to the ship. They're more like a floating thing. But she also yells back that she doubts the ship has a helm because it's not under power.
Mm.
Ooh, snap.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want me to have a look inside this little compartment while you guys get ready for if this body jumps up and tries to attack us?
I was going to try and use sleight of hand to get into the box and get whatever's out without disturbing the body. That's what I was thinking.
Teddy says, why don't we just chop off its hand? It doesn't need it anymore.
Well, I don't know about space maggots. This is the problem.
Well, that's what I mean, but I'm thinking I can probably get into the box without touching anything. But
all right. If you think you can, go for it.
I'd like to try.
Okay, so you're going to try to deftly move the hand without disturbing it and getting it, open up the little compartment thing?
Yep.
All right, I'll allow a sleight of hand. I'm cool with that.
Oof. Would have liked better, but sure.
All right, as you move the hand ever so slightly, move it back, and then it plops onto the headless mind flayer's lap, and then the maggots get all riled up.
Space maggots.
And where are you at, Vega?
I'm beside the chair.
This shouldn't take long, but roll initiative as a bunch of maggots come pouring out of the torso of this thing and engulf you, Vega.
Oh, shit.
Where's my character sheet? Where's my token? Gotta select that. Christ. I should really switch to both my monitors.
And this is for Vega. Holy shit! Look at me, my first crit. That's awesome. 6 plus 16. Holy shit! 22 points of piercing damage.
Well, shit.
What do I roll for initiative on Arnold, or does he just go? Does he go on my turn, or does he go?
You should be able to roll for initiative. If you click on his token, is there not an initiative at the top left?
I just saw it. I forgot on monsters where it was.
Okay, is everybody in?
Yeah.
Okay. So descending. So Arnold, they explode out of the torso and start feasting upon you. 22 points of damage.
On
Vega.
Arnold?
Vega, you mean?
On Vega,
Vega.
sorry. Yeah, Vega. My fault. And now it's your turn, Vega.
Okay, I'm going to start with my 2 unarmed punches. Snackety show shit. And oh shit. And bonus action, oh shit.
The first one literally was a knee jerk. And you don't hit shit. Second one, you do hit, and the third one obviously hits. And these are bludgeoning strikes, correct?
Yeah, so squashing maggots.
Okay. So is that 8 and 6? Am I reading those right?
Yeah.
Okay, so doesn't do as much damage as you would expect. But you still hit quite a few of them. Okay. There's still quite a few of them on you.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. Simon, you can see your buddy Vega covered in glowing green maggots.
So I'm going to use my action to cast Booming Blade on myself, and I am then going to use my Thunder Gauntlet. Thunder! So that, sorry. I guess I should roll the actual hit first. The actual hit is a 24 for 7 damage, plus 2 is 9 damage, thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
And if these things move, they're going to take another 14.
That's all thunder damage, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. There's still a few of them left.
Okay.
So if when it comes around to my turn, Rob, if I move with them on me, will they take the 14 then?
If they follow you, then they should, yes.
Okay.
But that's Brian's discretion. Now, having said that, because I hit them, they have disadvantage if they attack anybody other than me next round. They just don't know that.
Oh wow, nice. Okay. Remind me of that when it's their turn.
Yep.
Okay. If we get their turn. That it for Simon?
That's it for Simon.
Okay. Teddy.
Hey, Teddy, don't crit fail.
I'm gonna move in and back so that there's room for people.
Okay.
Brian, so you're
I'll allow it.
Okay. Teddy is going to run into the room and
Like the maggots? Oh.
Sorry, I can't see who's that. Who's that? So I see Simon, and then there's another white token there. Is that
that is the insects?
That is the insect. So which way did we enter the room, Brian? From the back here or from the
where
stairs?
you are?
Where you're standing.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess I'll just move up and stab at the insects. With my two-handed battle axe.
Neat.
Let me just make sure I don't have anything else I can. Oh, I don't need to make them afraid, but.
Glad you didn't roll 1. You missed.
Oh, and I get to attack again because now I have 2 attacks.
Because you're super powered.
Yeah.
That was good.
Roll one more time. Make sure it's not messed up.
So you got an 18.
You rolled 9 3 times in a row. Okay, yeah. Those first 2 strikes miss. It's like you're hesitant to just swing hard because you're afraid to go hit Vega. That's very nice of you.
It's very courteous of you.
What the heck happened there? Sorry, my my roll 20 messed up. I'm refreshing in. Oh, but it's Arnold's turn next. Cool.
Well, I'll rule that you can, difficult terrain, step through your allies, since I screwed that up last time.
Okay, then I'll move around the chair altar a bit.
Okay.
Brian, I'm the only one that was playing that game.
Oh, that's right, you were.
You don't need to throw yourself in the sword. Nobody knows.
Okay. At least I admit it. You need me to move you, Teddy? Are you still reloading?
Yeah, could you move me? My
okay.
Roll 20 is being a bit weird for me. It's got some weird resolution shit happening.
Okay. You said Arnold's up next. He's going to come right in and Kind of second verse, same as the first.
Save the day.
Yeah, he's gonna smash some shit.
Okay, you need me to roll for him, or are you back there yet?
Yeah, please. My for some reason something's messed up here.
So he's just going to standard use his mace, try to whack something, right?
Yeah.
Only gets one attack, so here he goes. Hey, look at him with 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Which is really probably 2 by the sounds of it.
Yeah. What does he yell as he hits something there, Kev? You can still do that part.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Pump you up.
Why doesn't he come to church?
Oh, Kev, you're awesome. But yeah, you hit it. A few more bugs drop to the floor, but there's still a few of them on Vega. There's no more. Technically, you can move through and like step to the left on the stairs if that's what you want to do. To get out of the way, let someone else get in there. Okay.
Yeah, he would do that. He would kind of allow people to get into the room.
Okay. Up next is Marigold.
So Marigold takes a step towards Vega and she says, loud enough for everybody to hear, talking specifically to the insects.
I don't know about the service here, but it seems to be pretty terrible. I'm not going to put up with this for very much longer.
And she casts a level 1 Cure Wounds on Vega.
Woohoo!
We're going to keep with this theme. And now Rob gets another inspiration card for adequately playing the role of Marigold the Karen. All right, 7 points for Vega there. Anything else for Marigold? She's going to stay put?
No, she's going to stay put because I think those bugs, technically speaking, are on top of Vega. So
correct.
So she doesn't want to move out of the way because then I think those guys will get a potential opportunity attack as she walks away.
Okay. All right. Wow, look at me. My insects are finally up again. So they are now, are they enthralled by you, Simon? Or just if they, are they supposed to attack you? That's what the spell says? Or is just if they attack you?
The spell says that if they attack anybody other than me, it's at disadvantage because they've got, I don't remember what the actual physiology is, but they've got they got sound and stuff running through their system.
Yeah, they're insects.
Throws off their thinking a little bit.
Yeah, they're not going to know any better. So they're going to try to attack Vega again. So it's disadvantage, right?
It is.
Okay. Not quite as bad as the first one since there's only a few of them left, but here you go, Vega. Wow.
Yes.
A 19. I'm rolling
Miss.
good. A 19 misses?
You bet you're dandy.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'll have to fix that.
And-
Come up.
And
Oh, yeah, these rock gloves melt your armor. Yeah, that's
Vega,
it.
Vega smiles and says, Confucius say, closed mouth catches no flies, but closed fly catches no mouth.
All right, top of the round. You guys need a minute to strategize? You're just going to kill the bugs.
Kill the bugs.
Okay. Oh, I forgot your little buddy Ben. I heard just screaming, "Go away! Get away from the bugs!"
Throw the bugs on him.
Okay, so if you guys don't need a minute to strategize, go ahead, Vega.
Okay. And a smackety smack.
For 6 points.
10 for the first one.
Oh, that's right. 10 for the first one. And that was
11 hit 6. Okay.
First one and the last of them dropped dead to the floor. You can still see there's a few like squirming little green maggot things like in the deep bowels of this corpse, but nothing else seems to be threatening you.
Okay.
And we are out of combat. Okay. Good news is you now have clear access to that little compartment that you moved his hand off of.
Right.
So who wants to stick their hand in there and find out what's in there?
Not me.
Teddy and Arnold are going to inspect the rest of the room further away from this while he does that.
What part of the room? Because you got stairs on each side and you got stairs on the back side here going down.
Well, look down these stairs and then maybe look up these stairs. Basically, we just want to get away for when this thing explodes.
Okay. right. So as Teddy, your vantage point, you can see stairs going down. I think technically this is open right here. There's another sphincter door right here.
Okay, but there's nothing down at the bottom of those stairs.
No.
Okay.
Let me look at the room, make sure I'm not missing some description they're talking about. And Arnold, you're standing at the top of some more stairs that go down to a lower level.
Are we not looking in that compartment?
Someone was.
No, Gary is. I'm just moving so that when the compartment explodes in Vega's face.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Where Arnold is standing right now, there's a high ceiling. Yeah, and everything else I've already described to you. So there's stairs heading down right here where Arnold's top of. These little things on the side of the wall, the stairs that go down, almost look like inside of an animal, like these are like ribs, but they're like stairs that go down. So Gary, you're looking in the compartment, huh?
Sure.
With your hand?
Sure.
This is into the mess with you. Inside, you find a black metal scroll tube.
Can I open it?
You gonna pull the scroll tube out and open it up?
Yep.
Okay. It's some kind of a scroll. Can you read scrolls?
Sure.
Do you have spellcasting abilities?
Oh, no.
And you probably can't decipher what the hell this is. It's some kind of a scroll.
Okay.
I'm close by. I'm happy to have a look.
Yeah, I'll hand it over to Simon.
Okay. You can give me a simple Arcana intelligence check if you want. DC 10. Holy shit.
Oh, just made it. Ooh.
Yeah, just made it. This is a scroll of Wall of Force.
Ooh.
Wall of Force.
So I think I've got somewhere in here spellcasting or scrolls and how they work, because I don't remember off the top of my head how they work. I think it has to be in your school of spells, or if you to cast it, even if it's on a scroll.
So it's a wizard. It's a specific wizard spell, and I am. Oh wow, this is a decision that you're going to have to make, Brian, because Wall of Force was created. It's probably been updated. So it says it's a wizard class spell, which means that it's definitely not a sorcerer spell, which I'm multi-classed into, and likely not an artificer spell.
Well, aren't artificer spells all wizard spells? I thought it was.
Well, it could be. I have my own spell list. The artificers have their own spell list.
Is Wall of Force in there?
No, I don't think so. So do we have any wizards? We don't have any wizards in the group?
No. I don't know the rest, but not currently.
Okay.
And Conch is the wizard.
Conch is the wizard. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, well, we'll keep it for Conch. For Conch.
All right, so you recognize it as a scroll of Wall of Force, but not able to cast it because it's not in your forte. Okay. That's all it's in that little compartment there. You didn't lose fingers or anything. You happy, Vega?
Yep.
Okay.
So, where's up? I want to go up before we go down.
You don't see any more stairs in this room that go up.
Just down.
That is correct. Hold a second while I look.
Does it feel like there's anything above us? I mean, it might have just been the model that you.
I see what's going on.
Are there high ceilings in this room?
Yeah, let me fix this because this map didn't make sense when I first did it. So here's what I ruled. So technically, where you're standing right now, Teddy, there is an opening with some stairs going down, and there's also a small, not even hardly enough for like one person to go upstairs on one side of it. They go up further.
Okay.
And then they widen as they get past the opening that you're standing in, if that makes sense.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, so there are stairs that go up here as well.
Okay, so I think we should go up before we go down.
I agree.
Systems approach, right? Clear from the top down, and then nothing's going to come in behind us.
Shit rolls downhill.
And payday's Friday. Those are the two things I learned in my first job.
That's right.
All right, so sphincter door in front of you. Arnold standby stairs going down. Technically, these stairs also continue going up as well.
Okay, I would like to go up.
Okay, you leading the way?
Sure.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Marigold's in the back. Or in the middle, in the second to last. She probably shouldn't go very, very back. Oh, and hold on. That, no, I don't like that dude.
I was thinking of tying him up.
He's all skulky.
Yeah.
Well, he does kind of stink, but, other than that, he hasn't done anything to you.
Not yet. He's all skulky.
I love how you guys are just so freaking paranoid about everything. I love it.
We are. This is
All
a
right,
mind
so-
flayer ship. Nothing is as it seems in a mind flayer ship.
But Simon, you're going up the stairs, right?
Yes, Simon is
Okay.
going up the stairs.
Let me do this. And I'll put you right there, and someone was going to be right behind you.
I'm going to follow him.
All right, so let me move you. So you're right behind him on the stairs there. You guys see where I moved you to? Do a shift click.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What do I see up here?
Just make sure I get the order of everybody. Don't move, Vega. Stay right behind him.
Right.
So I'll make sure I get the order right. And is someone right behind Vega?
No, I think the others are staying down there.
Well, yeah, Teddy can kind of be bringing up the rear, or
Put
whatever
yourself-
order.
If you're right here, you're right behind Vega. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And Arnold, Marigold, and your good friend Ben are going to stay down this little catwalk. Is that correct? Those that are controlling them?
Yeah, Marigold's staying in the back of the lineup, so she's gonna come up if people need healing, but she's not putting herself in danger. She's not right behind that idiot Ben guy, though. She's got a buffer between her and that guy. She's not doing that.
He's going to try to stay close to you guys.
Yeah, but she's Karen, right? So she's like,
No, get this guy away from me.
She has to put like Arnold in between her and Ben, right?
Yeah, I don't like him.
Arnold would definitely take up the rear.
So go and move yourself up to here then, Marigold, if you're even looking at that character.
well, I can't see through Marigold. Marigold doesn't have any dark vision, so
Okay.
she's just black, so I can't see where she is.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll give her a dark vision.
I can just see her, but she's in a big pool of black.
There we go. Yeah, I forgot about that. 'Cause
There we go.
everything here is lit up. Okay. All right. So Ben sliding back up to Arnold and listening more about Lord of El Mater or whoever his god is. Says, your friends are crazy. I wouldn't go up there. Okay, so what does Simon see? Hold while
I spy with my little eye. Oh. Something that is blue.
Okay. Do-do. Okay, let me switch to what you see on the map. So I'm seeing what you see. Okay. All right. So this looks like basically you're inside the giant skull of something. These are like bony protrusions up on the top of the ceiling and across the floor as well.
Okay.
Right here appears to be some kind of a mechanism that goes through the floor, almost like this thing right here rotates.
This is
But
the helm.
it's mounted to the floor.
Ooh. Like
This
a
is where the
nerve
helm would be.
center.
Does it look like something's been torn out of here, or does it look like it's all intact?
This looks like it's all intact. And back over here, you see another sphincter door
I love sphincter doors.
Sphincter
Wait a minute, a sphincter door leading where?
behind you.
to the Lido deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna call down to everybody and say, "Hey, there's another door here leading further to the back to the stern of the ship." What do you guys think? Should I tickle the sphincter?
We should tickle the sphincter.
Yeah, I say go for it.
All right.
I said the floor, didn't I? It's not the floor. It goes through the ceiling. My fault.
Oh, sphincter door on the ceiling?
So some kind of weird skeletal-like structure hangs down from the ceiling. and it comes down to about head height. I say for normal human size, and it actually looks like it goes into or up to the ceiling.
Ooh, it looked like something we could remove.
It's like a bone structure. You could definitely break it off. You think, without a perception roll or anything, investigation.
I'm going to move off to the side and why don't we investigate it, Simon? You got super investigation skills, and I got okay investigation skills.
All right.
So can he do it with advantage with my help, or?
What are you trying to do? Break it off?
No. Do an investigation. Take a look at it. See if there's anything we can glean from it. If it looks like it's got like quick release latches.
Okay. An Arcana or a Nature check. This is going to be relatively high DC. Just being honest with you.
My Arcana
What?
Nature sucky doo doo.
My
But if you're getting advantage,
my Arcana's good. My Arcana's good.
yeah.
Oh, is that your roll right there? Shit, I wasn't even looking at it. Simon, when you look at it, it appears that at the bottom part of this, like around your head height, there are these orifices, like 6, 8 of them, kind of all towards the bottom of it.
For the testicles.
This is wrong on like 5 different planes, Brian, just so you know.
It's where the mind flare tentacles go in to fly the ship.
So yeah, that's where I'm going with this. You're pretty sure this is somehow used by a mind flare to put his tentacles in here.
Probably
Okay,
excess
then it
lube
operates
on the
something.
holes. Probably lube on the holes. You don't want chafing.
All right. Do I think that there's any way that I could operate this?
Without tentacles,
You only have one.
probably not.
Okay. All right.
As far as helms go, it's probably no good to us.
So I get the feeling that I've pretty much exhausted what I'm capable of doing up here.
With your knowledge, yes.
Okay. All right. I think we should head back down, Vega.
You don't want to try the other sphincter door?
Is there another sphincter door?
Yeah, he said there was a sphincter door here.
Back behind you.
Oh, I thought that was what we were seeing in the ceiling.
No.
Well, no,
No,
I'm definitely
this right here.
No. I'm here to tickle the sphincter. That's what I'm here
Yeah.
for.
All right, so before you
Right.
tickle the sphincter, let me go back down to, are you guys still staying put? You guys do anything else back down here? Teddy?
Don't need no little humans.
No, I'm just following and waiting for stuff to happen.
Okay. Like I said, there's a sphincter door right here in front of you if you want to investigate
Like the
that
little-
while they're doing that.
Like the little kid in the driveway in Incredibles. Kev?
Yeah, basically. No, I'm gonna wait for them to come back. I don't want to or I guess I'd be following behind. Because I don't
Alright,
want to
sure.
split things up too much.
Okay, so you're going to go up the stairs.
Yeah.
All right, let me move you. So you're still technically standing right behind Simon. He hasn't moved yet. Is Marigold and Arnold going to be following behind them soon?
Yep. Marigold is continuing
So
to
I'll put
keep
her-
pace with Teddy.
We'll set y'all just like that, waiting to go up the stairs behind Teddy. Okay. All right. Who's tickling the sphincter now that you know how to do that?
Simon is.
So the sphincter's back here.
Simon is an A1 sphincter.
Oh, I thought it was in the front. Okay. Oh my gosh. I just ported through the universe. Hold on. Okay.
Into the
Here we
abyss.
go. It was crazy. That was crazy. It was mind boggling.
All right. So you're going to tickle the sphincter
Yeah.
with Vega standing next to you.
Yeah. So I put my hand towards them, cupped with the palm up, and I just do a little, hey, buddy. Kind of like Encino Man. If you've seen that movie years ago.
Little thing kind of shivers just for a second, then it slowly kind of opens
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I made it shiver.
Like a Star Trek door.
And
Ooh.
as you peer through this portion, you can see there's some kind of a pool on this back side here of this red mucus looking material. And halfway hanging out of it, you can see the bottom part of a torso. Without doing a perception roll, I'm just going to say it's another mind flayer body. Its head is basically
shitter.
Its head is basically submerged into this mucus pool.
This is the mind flayer ship's head. This is the shitter. And someone's been given a swirly. Vega looks at Simon and says, I ain't touching him. Had a bad day already.
I don't blame you. Don't blame you at all.
Is there anything else of redeeming value? Can we see anything else in there?
And it's got the same wall structure like before. It looks like it's kind of bone material, both on the floor, the walls, and the ceiling. That stretches out kind of like a skeletal shape of bones. Not skeletal, spider, let me just say, a spider shape of bones going up.
Is there a pile of gold in the corner?
Give me a perception roll if you want. Okay. All you see in this room is a discarded scimitar laying close to the body, the mind flayer.
It looked like something that could have magical properties.
You know what? You're perceiving from where you are, right?
Yeah.
So all you see is a scimitar laying on the floor close to the body.
Vega asks Simon if he thinks it's worth recovering the scimitar.
Well, you know what? I mean, I think that all of the mind flayers on this ship are dead. Yeah. I don't think that everything else is dead. I think they're dead. So I'm going to get a little bit closer and have a look at the scimitar.
You're just going to look at it?
Well, you know what? Playing the role of Gary tonight, Simon. I'm going to do a bit of an investigation. I'm going to sort of turn it over a little bit and have a good close look at it. See what I see.
Okay. Give me an investigation if you want.
Okay.
You're pretty sure it's just a mundane scimitar. Nothing magical about it.
Okay, and what about is it the ass end of the like could I park my bike in the in the mind flayer?
Is there another little sphincter door?
I'm not going through that.
You're going through that door, huh?
I'm not going through that one.
So I'm sorry, say again, what was your question?
I'm wondering, so the mind flayer on the map, that little thing that looks like a little spider thorax, is that the end of the mind flayer? Is that what I'm seeing?
The mind flayer is not actually on the map, but I'll say he's laying like right here. Well, it'd be helpful on the right layer when I ping stuff. He's laying right in front of you.
Okay, so I want to investigate the mind flayer and around the mind flayer. Does he have a head? I want to have a look. I should not have to roll a medicine check to know if he has a head.
Shoulders and above are submerged in this red mucus.
Oh. Is he breathing? Is he moving at all? Is he motionless?
Since you walked right up to him, you don't see any movement on him.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to have a look around, see if he's got anything on him.
Okay. Give me another investigation or perception. And while he's doing that, I need Marigold and Arnold to give me a perception roll.
He better not be near Marigold. I'm telling you that right now, Brian.
Perception check.
Are you going 2 knuckles deep in the little sphincter door?
Perception is what? Wisdom?
Correct. Okay, so first for Simon. Simon, as you take a closer look, you can see there are like tiny something kind of swimming around in this pool of mucus.
Space maggots.
They're Sarah, whatever it is.
Marigold and that
little,
teddy.
Are there little tadpoles? Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's probably close proximity what they are.
Okay, yeah, that's what they are.
Oh,
And Marigold and Teddy, you guys both hear the sound of not necessarily footsteps, more like something scraping across the floor coming up the stairs to each side of you. So, oh, look, I left the turn order up. Roll initiative.
I don't want to.
Okay, let's see. Got Teddy selected. Get the Teddy token going. Yeah.
Ready in?
I'm just getting Arnold in.
For the record, Brian, I can't see Teddy's name, and I can't on the. Oh no, that might not be Teddy's name. I can't see Arnold's name anymore.
Oh, I guess I screwed that up at some point.
Oh man, Arnold.
Good job, Arnold.
All right, I may need to move him for you to see it.
No, I can see it now.
Okay. Okay, everybody in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Marigold's going to yell. As soon as she sees, she's going to free action yell.
There's something down here.
So let me describe to you guys technically what
Is that the
Arnold
manager?
and Marigold sees. All right, so you see, although it's a scraping sound, you can see tiny little legs and hands, maybe on these large, I don't know, for lack of a better term, a fat worm, kind of crawling its way up the stairs. And then it rears its head or mouth or end of itself. And it's got a round cylindrical mouth filled with teeth. Let's see if it gives a better, nope, it doesn't give me a better description in here. So that's what it looks like, a big, giant, fat grub with tiny little legs and a bunch of little teeth on it. Okay? Teddy, you hear Marigold scream. And I'll say, Teddy, from your vantage point, you can probably see maybe something approaching from this side and this side, but they're going to have partial cover from where you are right now, Teddy.
All right. So then Teddy's gonna start heading back down the stairs or up the stairs, whatever the case may be, and start smashing.
Okay, so everywhere you go is going to be difficult terrain because it's only wide enough for one person to go down this portion, remember? So difficult terrain to get through Marigold, difficult terrain to get through Arnold. It's if you have enough movement to get through all of them, you can.
Well, how long?
You can't end your movement on one of their spots.
How long's the stair?
Right where you are. This is 10 feet to go through Marigold's space, 20 feet to go through Arnold's, 30 feet to go through this one, or through this guy. But you can't end your turn in their space.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought they came up the other stairwells here and here.
They did,
Okay.
but they're standing at the bottom of the stairs that you just came up, if that makes sense. See what I'm saying?
I'm very confused by this.
There.
Okay.
I'm going to move your token to
Yeah.
make it make more sense. So you're basically right there at the top of the stairs. That make more sense?
And,
So you got to go through that space, this space, and to the right or left. The closest space you can get is go back up and stand on the other side of the stairs over here.
Okay. That's cool.
This is technically the only open spot you've got is this
All
side of the
right.
stairs.
Well, I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon. I guess I cast it at level 2 because that's what it is.
I have a spiritual weapon in here for you guys.
I think so. I don't know why it attacked, but it's cool. Is that all it does? Anyways.
I've got a spirit hammer of Smet. Let me drop that in here and I'll give you control over it. Holy shit, look how big it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it's big.
And let me go in here and give you access to it. You can just use that for right now. Go in here and give this to Kev.
Well,
All right, so
okay.
if you click on the Hammersmith, hold on your shift button, and then double click, it should bring up the character sheet for that little Hammersmith, which I'm not sure if that even does anything for you.
Where'd the hammer go?
It doesn't.
Oh, sorry, you probably don't see it. Let me move it here. Damn it, it keeps trying to grow. Every time I grab it, I'm just trying to make it grow. There we go. Now, do you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Oops.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna come down here and I guess attack this guy.
Okay. I think if you hover over it, it's got the attack already on it as a token action, maybe. Unless you got it already in your spell.
He just rolled the attack.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was over in the journal section looking around trying to find everything. All right, so 22 on that big boy. That definitely hits. 3 points of force damage.
Yeah, because and don't mind this thing that I'm sending you now. If it goes through, I don't know. It was being weird. Anyways, yeah, three force damage.
Okay. It gets slammed into it and kind of turns around and hisses at this flying hammer or whatever Arnold's spirit weapon is.
No, that's Teddy's spirit weapon.
Oh, sorry, Teddy's.
So
Yep.
it is definitely a sock and bopper.
Remind me between sessions, I'll make you your specialized spiritual weapon. It looks something like that.
I mean, Teddy's only like 13 or something, or 16, so definitely a sock and bopper.
Okay. All right. Anything else out of Teddy?
I will kind of move to the side to make it easier for people to come down the stairs. But that's it for now, I guess.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
Simon, you can hear the screamings from down below the stairs. What would you like to do?
Well, Simon is going to run back. So 25 feet, but you're saying that it's how much can I move? Show me where I can move to, Brian.
To get to the stairs, you got to go here and then around the side of it. Basically, I get to this point right here to go back down the stairs, if that makes sense.
Right, but you're telling me how much of it is... So I can move normal, so I can go
10, 15, 20
to here. So where does that get me? I want to get as close to down the stairs as I can.
You got to go this way to get to the stairs.
Oh, okay. I thought I was wrong. Okay. I got this.
I think it's 30 feet to right here.
Yeah, every time I move myself, I lose my vision. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so that's where I need to be. Is that right? To go down?
All right, top of the stairs will be 30 feet.
Okay, so I'm at the top of the stairs, going to be down, and then I want to dash. I want to do my next 30 feet. Where can I get to?
Okay, so technically where you got to, let me move you on the map. You'll be right there.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense now?
Yep.
You're going down the stairs right there.
Yep. I am going to then 5, 10, 15.
You can get to right here.
I'm going to go right here and basically just be menacing in my Iron Man suit.
Okay. What's Arnold got to say about that, Kev?
Him being menacing in a suit?
Yeah.
In my Iron Man suit.
Oh,
really?
He's definitely saying, "Oh, you came to the wrong house, motherfuckers."
I wish I could give you another card.
You got to use one. You got to use one, Kev, so you can get another one.
I will, but they're all real good.
All right, Simon, that it for your turn, right?
Simon is done, yeah.
Okay, Vega.
Well, I sure hope I have enough movement. So Vega's just going to come here and jump onto the stairs.
Okay, you'd be jumping on top of Teddy.
Teddy there, then I'm jumping to this side. I'm not a very big dude.
Okay,
Can you run on vertical surfaces yet, Gary?
10.
What's that?
Can you run on vertical surfaces yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's
But
60,
I don't.
From there, it's 60 more feet to get through all of the people that are in your way.
I don't experience difficult terrain, sir.
Yeah, good try.
Because
Yeah.
of why?
Because he's a super monk.
I'm a freaking acrobat, so I have a DC 15 acrobatics to hit. Oh, look, 30.
All right, there you
So
go.
it-
Look at you weaving through traffic.
It's straight
That's
movement
exactly-
down. I have 65, so move me to the other map.
I thought of it more like he was playing Frogger, Brian. Bloop, 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 bloop,
Okay.
bloop, 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 bloop,
Well, yeah,
So-
you want that side because the other side's got the Spirit of Hammer. I'll
bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay.
let you meta knowledge that.
So how much movement do I move to get here?
Does it matter? You going to move any more?
Yeah, well, because I can't see the bad dude.
So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I'll say 50 feet.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
The
Oh, so you're going to run away from this guy? Give him an opportunity
Are these the
attack?
bad dudes? Okay. Oh, sorry. I couldn't tell what they were.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm right here. Are we double flanked because Ben's there and I'm here just because there's two in the middle?
It does not work that way. No.
That's sad. Okay, I'm gonna smack
You
this
just ran through like 50 feet of people. That's pretty sad.
without breaking a sweat.
I know it.
I might add, and not even using a bonus action. So I'm going to smack that bitch and
Son of a bitch.
and
Oh,
swing at that bitch and
that's-
miss.
That's a song by Prodigy, by the way, Gary.
Yeah.
I used to
And
make
then-
you listen to it.
Oh. And then bonus smack that bitch again. So 16.
Okay. La, 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 la. I'm just making sure they don't have a reaction. Of course they don't. Okay. All right. So the first one, the last one hit is for 10 plus 6, 16 points of damage. Slam into it. Little chunks of its fat, grubby, worm-like body go sloughing off of it, but it's still pretty whole.
Okay.
And its maw, this round, perfectly round circle mouth of teeth turns around to face you.
Bring it on.
Ready for Vega?
That's it for Vega.
Okay. Ben, look at Ben. He's freaking out. When they first came up,
crap.
he lets out a little shrill. And then who's this right here? I can't see on the map.
Arnold.
That's Arnold. He's like, Arnold, save me! And then his mouth conforms into the same little cylindrical thing with a bunch of teeth in it.
Told you he was a
Kill
bad
that
guy.
fucker. God damn it.
And then he's going to try to bite into. Holy shit. He's going to try to bite. And then his two little tiny T-Rex claws are going to try to scratch him. They probably don't do shit, do they?
No, not against that
Brian.
Let's
one.
see him do a push-up.
Brian, I don't want to be that guy, but if he's one of the bad guys, he's flanking.
Cool. I roll them all again. Thank you. You are that guy. I'll probably still miss.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, they all miss.
He has one more thing.
Is it shooting?
He
his cane?
can't do 3 attacks plus one more thing in a turn.
Multi-attack. 1 bite, 2 claw attacks, and this extra thing.
Oh, that sounds made up to me.
Yeah, sounds like the DM
What?
privilege.
Well, after this session, you guys can look up what these things are. I'm not going to tell you what they are right now.
Well, it's a sphincter tickler. Or the
No, it doesn't say it, but I'll say it can do that instead of. So,
They're
it doesn't do it
French.
this turn.
They're French ticklers.
You'll do it on its next turn.
No, he's a taint tugger for sure.
Paint.
All right, so this one is going to turn around
Mhm.
and look at Vega and lets out a gurgling scream in his face, like her spittle hitting you in the face, Vega.
Ah.
As he does this, give me a wisdom save. Ooh, look at you. All right, so you're going to take half damage.
No, I'm not.
So you can feel like this screaming first on the outside of your brain. Now it's like penetrating in your brain. It's like you have an instant migraine as you get racked with psychic damage. Half of this plus 3. So half of 13 psychic damage.
My
And-
bar isn't changing, my green bar, but I've changed, like, if I've changed my hit points, but the green bar isn't changing, just so you know.
I'm showing 29. Is that right?
Okay, on my screen it's still 51. So, okay,
Can the rest of you guys see his bar? Or is it hidden?
No, I can see his bar. It's
yeah, I can
definitely
see it.
it's definitely down around to about a third.
Okay.
okay, cool.
And I'll say he does that and one other attack. So this could be a bite.
Nope.
Okay. Next one up is this one. Say he can't reach anybody, so even to his left, odd to his right. Vega, this one turns and gives you the same spittle reaction. Give me another wisdom save. This time you take all of it. This plus 3 psychic damage.
Okay, hold
And
on.
cannot reach.
Hold on. Just stop for a moment. I got a lot of shit to read because he can do a lot of stuff. I am looking for. Where are you? I can burn a key point to get out of the way.
Of psychic?
Well, you said he's spitting something on me.
It's a wisdom save. So it's like
Okay.
you have something
Well,
that does something for a save.
I'm going to use quicken healing. So,
He's spitting some sick rhymes.
That's an action. You can't do it as a reaction.
okay. Well, then I'm fucked. Okay.
Fuck like you're down?
No,
Oh,
What?
okay.
getting there.
Okay, that last one was 10 points. I didn't. Okay, now I see your hit points going down. Okay. Back over to this one. They're going to try to attack this floating spiritual weapon. I don't think it can take a psychic damage, can it? Does it say anything about that? If it's immune
The
to
weapon can't be attacked at all.
Yeah, they can't be attacked.
Can't be targeted.
Period.
Oh, they can't be targeted?
I guess only by like dispel magic or something. But yeah,
Ah, okay. Well, he doesn't know that, so he's just going to waste both of his attacks on it. You're welcome. And then this one is going to the attack closest thing, Arnold. Since the first one did it, he's just going to try to bite and claw. So a bite. Oh, 4 plus.
I'm going to play a card.
Okay.
For that bite against Arnold. I should save it, but is what it is. Whoops. There you go. That's a natural one.
Oh, you make a natural 1. Very nice. Let me zoom in on that and see what it says.
Wait, you don't believe me?
Use this card and enemy rolls a natural 20. Wow, look at you. I guess I've been giving you too many inspiration cards, huh? Okay. All right, so that's now a 1. He misses. He still has 2 claws he's going to try, though. Because he likes T-Rex arms.
The 5 is going to hit Arnold.
The 5 is? The
That's
5's going
right,
to hit
yeah.
Arnold, and everything will hit Arnold.
The 19, the 5 damage.
Okay. And I think I've now rolled for all of them. Okay, Marigold.
I don't like it here. I'm gonna get out of here. Too many bad guys.
And she's going to disengage. And then she's going to bolt down to here.
She goes all the way to there. She's going to be out of line of sight of the people that are bottom of the stairs. You know that, right?
Well, she.
Sorry,
so
is she going down the catwalk? Is that where she's going?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's still going to be out of line of sight.
I want her to be able to see stuff. So if she's here, can she see people down there?
Standing next to Teddy, she can see down there.
Okay. Then that's where she's going to be.
Okay, is that her turn?
She ain't got no bonus action, so that's pretty much it.
Okay. Whoa, what'd I do? I did twice. Oh, because that guy was on. Yeah, he's the same thing. All right, I'm not going to do them because they've already went. Arnold, you're finally up.
Yeah. And Arnold takes a break, or doesn't take a break. He says, here we go. Not many people understand what a pump is. It must be experienced to be understood. It is the greatest feeling that I get. I search for this pump because it means that my muscles will grow when I get it. I get a pump when the blood is running into my muscles and they become really tight with blood. And he just starts laying into these monsters. And as a bonus act, so he's going to make an attack.
Which one? Because he's flanked.
He's flanked against... Is that one Ben?
This is some form of Ben, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Arnold is going to mace Ben in the face. Is that all he does?
Spirit Guardians would be really good right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that chant, he's going to, I guess, Spirit Guardians himself. Yeah.
And how big is the aura? Remind me.
15-foot radius.
50?
15.
Oh, 15. Okay. All right.
Yeah, my Canadian accent's strong on that one.
There's no O's in that, so you're good.
You don't get tight enemies like this very often. This is when you want to use it.
Good point.
Damn, look at that. All right, so is that on your turn or on their turn? I think it's on their turn. They have to roll to get this to avoid this damage, right?
At the beginning of their turn,
right.
If they're inside the aura, they take the damage.
Well, they do a save versus the damage. Right. Okay. All right, that for Arnold?
That's his yeah, because I can't really cast. Can I cast a bonus act? No, I won't cast a bonus action spell. Yeah, that's his turn because that's his action to cast it.
Okay. All right, 1 minute strategize if you need it. Go.
Do we need to do anything specific? Vega, if you want to, disengage and get somewhere near Marigold, she could give you some healing action.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Teddy can swap out with where you are, Vega.
Yeah. I will disengage and then start using my bow.
As long as she can see you, she could give you something.
But
if she can touch you, she can give you a cure wounds.
Okay. I'll get to her. Because to disengage, is it a key point?
Yeah, you could do it as a bonus action with a key point if you wanted to. So you could smack. You could smack twice.
Yeah.
And then bonus action key point and get the hell out.
Unless I take them out and then I don't have to.
Right.
Bonus action. Okay. Yeah, I'll smack twice and.
Okay. I'm gonna continue to smack Ben Gogi. Simon is now that Simon's actually going to be able to attack something because he had to sprint because he does not have the movement that some people have. Vega.
Yeah.
And then Marigold's got a ranged heal, but it only max heals 5 points. Like it's really a heal for when you're down. Her touch heal is much better.
You got 10 seconds. You guys good?
So she's probably going to Sacred Flame something if she can't. If there's no one to heal.
All right, time's up.
I want to be touched by her.
Teddy.
Cool.
Ocean.
So basically, I'm going to use my bonus action to attack the same creature with my spiritual weapon, which is a D8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is charisma for a 2.
Just roll your spiritual weapon again.
Okay.
It'll give you the to hit and the damage. There you go.
Man, my damage is garbage.
It's like it's trying to block the blow with its little T-Rex hands, but it can't quite do it. So it takes that hit.
Okay. And can I stand beside Vega to start beating on this other one, or like get behind Vega so Vega can move through me, but I kind of like block the path?
No, because you have to go through everybody's space here. You're at the top of these stairs. That makes sense.
Okay, so sorry, I'm just trying to understand.
down the stairs, and this is basically like a T at the bottom of the stairs.
Like a T. Okay.
Go left and to the right, and a
Okay,
sphincter
so
door
one.
right here.
We can't actually see Vega right now, Teddy.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Cool.
Technically, he can't really see his spirit weapon.
Well, I can move it and attack or have it hover over, but whatever. Okay, that's cool. I guess I will toll the dead on Ben.
Okay. And that's a wisdom save, right? Yep.
Yeah. And if he's missing hit points, so it's going to be a D12 of damage.
Is that spell save, right?
A wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, is your DC though? Is your DC right?
Yeah, that's right, I guess. Yeah.
13.
That's pretty
Yeah.
low.
Well, he's a paladin. He's not a spellcaster, so he
Oh,
may
what
not
a
have
pussy.
everything cranked up
But
there.
it's charisma based though, right?
Let me
Yeah.
put it public. Wisdom.
Uh,
So that means nothing because it's a cantrip, right?
yep.
Head kind of twitches in your direction, Teddy, but if it could smile, it would, but it's got a round mouth right now.
Okay, that's cool. I'll move. I guess I can't move down one because Simon's in my way. That's cool.
I think there's an open spot right in front of you. You can still move down 5 feet. You'll be within melee range of 2 of them if you could go down 5 more feet.
Then I wouldn't have told the dead, but is what it is.
Okay. Did it for Teddy's turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Simon.
All right, so Simon is going to Thunder Gauntlet Ben Gogi with Booming Blade, so cantrip first. So it's a 14. If a 14 hits, he takes 6 plus 5.
14 does hit. What kind of damage is it? Thunder? All thunder?
All thunder, all the time.
Okay. 11 points. He's still standing.
And he will take 9 if he moves, and he has disadvantage on any attacks against anybody other than me.
And we'll give him like a little token marker to remind me all that when it comes to his turn.
And so I punched him with my right hand, and with my left hand, I'm going in with my little investigation ability here. I'll link it because people won't remember that it exists.
All right, so tell me where your hand's going.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you where my hand's going. Hold on.
Sphincter door.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
I don't even know where that is.
Okay, cough.
Yeah, so I'm going in at belt level, and I'm reaching around looking for. I'm just reaching around for whatever I can.
Small penny.
Free. There it is. Using that starter feat, you can take the search action as a bonus action.
Holy shit! This is craziest. You're the first person who's ever taken this feat. So
I can't do anything with bonus action. There's nothing else he's got that he can do with a bonus action. So I tried my hardest to find something for him to do.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Okay. So you, it's still a sleight of hand, though, right? It's not like an automatic thing, correct?
I don't think it's a sleight of hand. I mean, he's taking the search action. He's feeling around like an investigation would be. Like he's investigating. He's almost the same motion as Tickle the Sphincter, but more sort of horizontal as he's sort of going around the belt with his hand, feeling for anything good.
Okay, give me an investigation check then.
Okay.
You already got your proficiency set up with that, right? Double efficiency or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. All right, so
you better found something.
as his head kind of blows back from the first shot, you stick your hand in his pocket real quick, and you feel something round and squishy. You pull your hand out; it's an eyeball.
Yes, that's what I wanted.
It's like Milk Duds in his pocket, but he likes eyeballs.
Okay, and then with my free action, I'm gonna free action stow that eyeball in my own.
Okay. In your mouth.
Yeah, right in my mouth.
Just like Milk Duds. All right, that's it for Simon?
That's it for Simon.
Okay, Vega.
Oh, Vega's gonna gamble a little. I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my Eldritch Maw tattoo, which gives me 15 feet of reach to hit and an extra 1d6 damage. So I'm going to punch. That didn't do anything. Now I'm going to punch, and that didn't do anything. So I'm going to burn a key point for Flurry of Blows and do 2 more. No, I can't. It's a bonus action. Damn it. That's all I got.
Gary, link your key point disengage thingy, because I'm not sure that takes a bonus action. I think you might just be able to use a key point to disengage.
Oh, I got so many friggin' things. It's like 10 feet long here. Oh, parry. Oh.
I'll look it up for you.
Yeah.
Well, you're basically taking 5 feet step back if you can do that, right? So you can strike them from a distance, is what I'm gathering.
Yeah, I can strike from 15 feet, but I haven't moved. They'll get the. I was hoping to do the extra damage and take him out, so I didn't have to.
Okay.
But Shelter of the Faithful.
All right. Sorry, so if you find that you can do that,
Step of the Wind.
No, it's as a bonus action, Gary, so you won't be able to do it.
Okay, so I'm going to move and risk the opportunity attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to move over here to Marigold.
Rawr.
Miss.
Well, you're technically not next to Marigold. She's top of the stairs in this catwalk. There's a wall. There's a wall
I've got
right
lots
here.
of movement. I'm going to jump up. I'm an acrobat.
Well, there's no opening there. It's a wall here.
Oh, it's a broken wall?
We shouldn't be able to see each other, Gary.
Okay.
Yeah, all you can see right now, Gary, is these two, and well, from there you can see all down this hallway here.
So you could back up to get away from him, and then.
No, I'm going to go through these guys, let the other two have opportunity attacks, and I'm going to get to Marigold. Because they're both going to miss. And I don't have to worry about them as added territory. I can go all day.
If you get up here, the only one you're technically going to have vision on is Ben.
Okay, never mind. I'm way over here.
It's hard for me to describe this layout, guys. I apologize.
Okay, where I am now, I can't see the guys up here. That makes more sense.
Correct, but you can see, these guys.
The dicks, yes.
Okay.
The dicks with feet. That's where I am.
So you're done moving, Vega?
Yep.
Okay. All right. This is Ben. Ben's going to keep wailing on Arnold. Says, fuck you and your lord.
All of Ben's attacks are at disadvantage against Arnold.
Yep, thank you. So this one is not an attack, it's a save. So wisdom save.
Wisdom save, Arnold. That's you, Kev.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So half damage. Half of 15, 7 points.
Okay.
And he's just going to try to bite you again.
Roll one more time for the disadvantage.
Oh, thank you. Pretty sure 15 still misses Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
Is that correct? Okay. All right, that's Ben's turn. Okay, Marigold.
Marigold is going to look sort of off to the side of Simon, and she is going to Sacred Flame Ben, because she never liked...
I never liked you anyway.
Dex save. Good old Ben. Dex. Woohoo! Look how dexterous he is. He's gotten a little fatter around the midsection since his face kind of contorted to something else. So 10 points of radiant damage. Okay, radiant damage. Okay. His face melts a little bit, but he's still standing.
Do any of these guys look bloodied yet, Brian?
Yeah, Ben's looking pretty bad.
Okay.
Because technically Ben's the only one Marigold has a good look at.
Okay.
Okay, is that it for Marigold?
That's it for me.
Okay. All right, my Sirlon buddies. Oop, did I say their name out loud? 5, 10, 15. Vega. Actually, from right here, he's
Actually,
going to.
that was that first step he made. Would that have been difficult terrain? And did he roll Spirit Guardians?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got to do that for Ben as well. All right, so let me do Wisdom save for Ben right off the bat for your Spirit Guardians. 16. DC was 13, so that means half damage or no damage.
Hang on. That would no. Arnold's is different. I think.
Oh.
What's Arnold's spell save DC here? Is spell save of 15.
15. Okay, so it made it. So is it half or
It
none?
it is half damage though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he rolled what damage? Was it 9 I saw? Let's go back up here.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
Yeah, 9.
Okay.
Radiant.
All right. So
Or necrotic. Are they evil or are they good?
No. Oh, I thought it was if the caster is good, it's radiant. If the caster is bad, it's evil.
If the creature takes, oh yeah, you're right. If you are good or neutral or evil, oh yeah, so it's radiant.
Yeah, it's radiant.
all right. So Ben took a little bit of damage, but he
Yeah.
is still standing. And now I got to do it for each one of these Sirlons.
Yeah, and it's also difficult terrain in there, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Just an FYI.
Spirit
Okay.
Guardians rocks.
Wisdom save. He failed, so he takes 9 as he steps away. Ah! But he still continues, and he's got enough movement to at least get to there before he starts spittling at Vega. So wisdom save. DC 13, Vega. Okay, so let me just click on it. 12 points of psychic damage. And then it's going to continue to step up to you and then try to bite you. And I'm assuming a 13.
I'm going to use riposte and hit him back.
Woo, look at
Doing
you.
that shit on me.
9 points, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't use your reaction or anything else previously, right? That
Nope.
was just a bonus action or whatever for your thing. All right. 9 points. He takes it like a champ. He's still standing, but he is definitely bloodied. Okay. That's that one. This one here, wisdom save. Half damage, so he takes 4. And then he's going to spittle at Arnold. Boy, Arnold, right in the middle of it. Wisdom save for Arnold.
Oof.
Oh, let's hope you make the wisdom save.
Wah, wah, wah.
17 psychic. He can't reach anybody else, so he's just going to stay there. This one here, Arnold. He's going to try to bite you first. Wow, I should stick with Psychic Crush. Claw.
No, but I do have to roll I guess a con save to make sure I hold up.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, do that before I roll the wisdom save with the next guy.
Did you roll the wisdom? Which one's attacking right now, Brian?
The one to his left, I haven't rolled the wisdom. He's not going to drop even if he fails.
He needs to roll his wisdom first, though, before we find out if concentration drops, because he takes the damage before he hits.
No,
it.
but I for the first psychic.
Oh, from the other guy.
So I just roll a con.
And it's DC 10 or half the damage. Is that correct? If I remember right?
Whatever's highest.
Okay, so DC 10.
Okay, cool.
Saved.
All right, so now I do the wisdom save for that one just attacked you. Okay, he takes half of 9. He takes 4. But he doesn't hit you. And the other one, let's see if he's smart enough to realize he can't damage this thing. Nope, he rolled a 2. He's going to continue to wail on this spirit hammer that he can't do anything about. And that's all of them. Arnold.
Arnold says, "If it bleeds, we can kill it." And he is going to start beating the shit out of stuff, I guess.
So let me give you a little
Oh no,
lay
wait.
of the land. This Ben is looking like he's pretty close to like dropping. The one to your left is still looking pretty stout.
Okay.
I mean, what
If that
Um,
makes a difference.
up?
I guess Arnold will. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Exactly what I think you're going to do, but regardless, just do it.
Yeah. He's going to Sacred Flame Arnold. Not Arnold, Ben.
Oh, shit, I forgot the wisdom save for the fourth guy. Let me do that real quick. The guy on the end takes all 9. Sacred Flame Ben.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a deck save for Ben. Poor Ben.
16. Come on.
For 9 points of radiant.
Yeah.
Get Ben.
And you watch as Ben, his whole body kind of bloats.
Your real name.
And he transforms into one of these nasty looking grub things and then falls on the floor. Not moving.
Is the grub thing moving?
He is a grub thing, but he is not moving anymore.
Okay. I wasn't sure if like the grub came out because he died and now we also have to kill that.
He basically transformed into a grub as he died.
Gotcha.
Okay. Did it for Arnold? Or
Yeah.
no, that was Teddy. Oh, sorry, this is your name, Teddy. That was on
Yeah. Well, Teddy's next anyway, so.
Yeah. 1 minute strategize. Go.
Okay, so Simon's gonna come down and take the next one that was facing off against Vega. And then gonna go around and help Vega. If I can take that one out, Marigold's gonna run down and try to get close enough to do a little bit of help for Vega.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
That leaves only the 2 of you guys up there facing those other 2, Kev. So how are you with that?
Arnold's good. Or sorry, Teddy's good. Arnold's a bit rough looking, but
Well, I can leave Marigold up top for now to help Sacred Flame from a distance to wean those guys down a little bit.
yeah.
She's not going to. She's got to be touching Teddy, and actually, Simon can cure wounds if he needs to on Vega. So I'm going to go try to deal with this guy, and then come around and help Vega out. We'll leave Marigold up to help you and Arnold deal with the other 2.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll
think
bonus
you'll probably-
action my Ring of Healing for myself. That'll give me
Yeah,
a
that's a good
1d8
idea.
roll.
That's a good idea.
So
Oh,
And you're probably going to kill this. This one's bloodied. The one that you're facing right now is bloodied anyway, Gary. You're going to
Yeah.
potentially.
Brian, sorry, kid, would it be possible with the way Arnold's turn ends and my turn starts, will we be able to just switch places?
In the turn order?
No, just
castle?
like
You wanna
physically kind of like shuffle. Like he moves to where I am, I move where he is.
Yeah, just you won't be able to change places until it's his turn.
Oh, but he just had his turn.
Like
but
you
okay.
can't move there and then he automatically move out of the way. We can say that, okay, on your turn, you're going to, basically ready your action to take his place when it's his turn, but he can't move on your turn.
Oh,
That
okay.
makes
I was
sense?
I was kind of hoping that because his turn was just last turn, that he could kind of like use his movement to switch with me.
Because you haven't done your move yet. Because
'Cause
he
I
never
haven't
did any
moved yet.
movement in the last turn. Arnold didn't. Do you see what he's saying, Brian? He wants to do
Yeah.
that, but he wants Arnold to initiate it and Teddy to be able to go right over and do it.
Okay, so you could have free action on last turn and shouted at before his turn. So
Right.
I'll allow him to do that as his movement on his last turn, but he will, he'll get opportunity attacks.
There's only one opportunity to attack, though. It's the one in front of him, right?
Correct. Just
Okay.
making sure you're clear on that.
Although
So, yeah, I'll
if he
allow that.
switches with me, isn't he still within the 5-foot range? Because I'm here.
Oh, that is true. Yep, you're correct. Okay, so is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Minutes up. So you guys good? Anything else? Can you strategize?
No, I
I
think
think
we're
we're
good.
golden.
Okay. All right. So Teddy will allow that to retcon that you would have asked
Yeah.
Arnold to switch places with you. He steps back here. He's still within 5 feet.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and then Teddy is basically going to switch. Well, bonus action with the hammer to attack that guy.
Okay.
Spiritual weapons, submit. That's a little bit better.
That's nice.
Damn. Yeah, 20 definitely hits. 11 points. He's still standing. Yeah. What else,
And then
Nick?
the one in front of me, I'm going to make 2 one-handed attacks against because I'm going to be holding my shield.
Oh shit, that 20 was on this guy. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
on the
thinking it
back
was
guy.
Teddy. Yeah, he's still
No.
standing.
So first attack, second attack.
Both of those hit. So 14 total. He's still standing. Almost bloodied. Not quite.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
The one back here is bloodied. Okay. Is that it for Teddy?
That's it for Teddy.
Okay. Simon.
All right. So Brian, can I get close enough to hit this dude?
I think we said before you can stand over a dead corpse. It's just difficult trying to get there.
Okay. So I'm going to do that.
I'm going to move this guy out of the way just so he's not causing me problems clicking on shit.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to Thunder Gauntlet and Booming Blade. So a 25 for 11 plus 6 damage is 17.
17. He takes it all, but he's still standing.
And I can't run past him, right?
Not enemies. That's correct. You can only do that with allies.
So there's not enough room in here for me to be able to get past him.
Correct.
Okay, I'm totally.
Now, I will allow an acrobatics if you want to try to leap diagonally down these stairs.
No, my acrobatics sucks. I'm not going to end up.
Okay. Is that it for Simon then?
Yep.
Okay, and so Booming Blade, I mean, he's got something on him, right?
I don't know why it's spelled. I don't know why it did twice. I only did it once. Yes, he has. If he moves, he takes another 7 damage.
I gave him the pink mark of death there.
And he also has disadvantage if he attacks anybody other than me, but chances are he's going to attack.
Yeah, remind me of that. Okay, Vega.
Okay, for my bonus action, I'm going to use my Ring of Healing, 1d8.
Oh shit, forgot you had that.
Yeah, it didn't help much, but better than a kick in the nuts. Then I'm going to smack the crowd. How's he looking? He's got to be looking pretty damaged.
Yeah, he's beyond bloodied.
Okay, good. So I'm going to smack the shit out of him.
Hey, look at there, you hit. For, what is all this? 8 total?
8.
Yeah.
Okay, and that last, okay, it's all force, bludgeoning, okay. 8, he's still standing. Holy shit, not anymore, he's not. Blah! Got a big fat grub falls to the ground. Some kind of green ooze is kind of pouring out of its mouth like saliva or blood, you're not really sure.
Okay, and then I'm going to move up here and use my bonus action hit on him.
Oh, you still got your reach thing?
You used your bonus action for your ring, Gary.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Damn it. But I'm going to move closer. And that's it. That is monk life.
That's as far as you're moving, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ben is dead. Marigold.
Marigold is going to Sacred Flame the one that is directly beside Teddy.
Teddy Ruxpin?
Teddy Ruxpin.
And then as she does it, Brian, she's also going to yell out, "Oh, I think you heard me!" And she's going to pretend to fall down. And then she's going to say,
"I need the police. The police need to come right now. Call the police. He hurt me."
All right, so he made his save. So is that a cantrip? I mean, that means no damage?
It's 0 damage.
Okay. Are you trying to like deceive these guys with your falling on the ground for some reason? Or what's your goal
for
with
the
this?
Police. She's a Karen. She's getting the police involved.
I'm just trying to figure if you're trying to get a inspiration card or you're trying to do something to the bad guys.
She's being a Karen. She doesn't have, I mean, I want me to, but she doesn't.
Oh shit, you've already got 2 inspiration cards. I can't give you another one.
Yeah, I've already got 2. I can't do anything more.
You can give me one.
Okay. Anything else in Marigold?
Nope.
Okay. Bad guys are up. All right, this guy, he's gonna focus on Simon. So does he have disadvantage on anything or the green flame blade or what it was?
He doesn't have disadvantage unless he's not attacking me. If he's attacking me, he's all good.
Yeah, he's attacking you. So Psychic Crush first.
Ooh. That's a wisdom save?
Correct.
So I'm going to play this card. which if you can't see it, gives me wisdom advantage on my next wisdom save.
I can click on it and hit the Z button. If you guys should be able to do the same thing if you can't see it. Nice. That's a very good card to have.
Okay, so I take half that.
Okay. So half of 21. 10.
Yep.
Okay. And then he's going to follow up just with a bite. God. Bites his lip. Ow.
Mommy.
Okay. And this one here is now focused on Teddy. Psychic Crush. Wisdom save.
Yeah, Teddy can make that. Cool.
Okay. Half damage, so 6. And then a bite.
Nope.
Let's see if this other guy's smart enough to realize he can't hurt it. Nope, he rolled an 8. He's still flailing. Oh, all these wisdom save for these guys. Because your sanctuary's still going, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the second one is the one that hit you. So roll your con save for that one that hit you for 6 damage. So DC 10.
But the other 2 that are in there still have to roll their
Yeah,
save
I'm going
to
to
know
do.
if they took the
I'm
damage.
just seeing if by chance it drops before those 2 attacks, since that first guy, this guy hit him, right?
Yeah, but the one that attacked me, Simon, should roll his wisdom save now to know if he...
He failed, so he takes 9, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He's still standing. And then the second one hit him. So what's your con save, Teddy? Oh, not Teddy. Teddy doesn't have the spirit aura. That's Arnold,
No.
so never mind. All right, so next 2 guys, wisdom saves. What? Wisdom? Is that what it was for spirit, or was it dex? I forget.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so second one fails. They all fail for 9 more points. So this one takes 9. And the one flailing on the hammer, not hitting shit, takes 9, but they're all still standing. Okay, I think that's all of them. Arnold!
Arnold is going to do what he does best, which is probably do a cure wounds on himself because he's pretty hurt. So yeah, so he's going to do a cure wounds on himself. Maybe level 2? No, just level 1. For 12, all right.
Nice roll.
Cool.
Okay, that's his action. Anything else?
Nope, that's his action. I don't think he's gonna move.
Is his spirit hammer do something on his?
Oh, that was Teddy. It should have done an attack. Wait, it did an attack.
No, it did an attack. It'll do it next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for Arnold then?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 minute to strategize. Go.
Keep hammering, I guess, guys.
Yeah.
Same thing again. Okay.
You guys good?
I think so.
Okay. Teddy.
All right, same verse as the first. Teddy comes through against this one in front of him.
That misses.
Misses. Cool. He's going to do another one.
That one misses.
Damn. And then the spiritual weapon is also going to make an attack.
Yeah, just rolling spiritual hammer again.
Oh, shit.
Gosh.
Misses all around. Okay, you staying put, Teddy?
Yeah.
Okay, Simon.
So Simon's going to hit the one that's in front of him again using Booming Blade. So there's the attack to hit, not at advantage. And there's the Booming Blade damage.
14
so a total of 14 damage. Yep.
Okay. He is like barely standing. There's like guts and green stuff spewing out of him, but he is still standing.
All right, now I'm going to use my Tickle the Sphincter hand. And I'm
Well, there's a
gonna
sphincter right next to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna check to have
Teddy?
just to look around to see what he's got going on.
I was referring to the sphincter door, but yeah, you got several sphincters around you.
Oh, I know.
For this guy,
Yep.
okay. He's
That's a 31. That's a 30. That's a natural 20.
so I don't know if I ever described it. These grub-looking dudes,
They're like larva dudes.
they're actually wearing like these elegant-looking purple robes, like made of
Oh,
satin.
nice.
So I forgot that important detail about these guys. All right, so
Yeah.
you're trying to.
In white
So
satin.
he's reaching around the satin robe with a really good investigation search.
I'm trying to imagine what the hell these things have. Let me hold on. I gotta go pull up their character sheet or their
He's got a
lore.
Swiss Army knife, a pack of juicy fruit,
That's right.
and a condom.
Hold on one second. I got to pull this thing up to see if it gives me more details about what the hell these things
Ooh.
actually
He's got
do
the
or
leather
have.
wallet with the condom ring.
Damn it, wrong book. Shit. I don't see the book. All right, I'm gonna make shit up. You reach into his robe, and you can feel like there's almost like a necklace or something that's wrapped around its fat, grubby torso. Give me an extra strength check. See if you can break the chain.
Oh, my strength
To
is
pull it off.
terrible. My strength is terrible.
That's good enough. You can
Whoa.
snap the chain and pull it off. I'm gonna say you could. There's something on the chain, but you don't have time to really inspect it. But you got the chain and whatever's on it.
Okay. And I'm going to stick it right beside the eyeball.
In your mouth, right?
I'm going to mix it in with the eyeball.
Okay. Simon can no longer talk. He's got a mouthful of eyeballs and chain and everything else.
I promise never to take this feat again. Bro.
It's okay. I'm not giving you anything great, so you're good.
I love it. I think it's awesome, Rob.
All right, that's his turn.
It's going to come in handy.
All right, Vega.
I am going to smack that guy with my Eldritch Maul from 15 feet away.
Now, does that stuff stay up all the time, even when you get hit? Is that
For a
correct?
full minute. Yep.
Okay.
Runs
All
for
right.
a minute.
Just making sure there wasn't some kind of weird concentration check or something when
No.
you get hit. Okay. So 16 to hit, and that does it. And he drops at Simon's feet.
Perfect. And then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll go to here. And I'll use my second hit to hit him.
Where'd you move to? I don't see you.
I went
You're
around and up
above
the stairs.
Marigold.
Right
Oh, there
in
you
front of
are. Okay.
Marigold. And I'm going to
Okay.
smack this one.
Okay.
With
Holy
the
shit,
27 and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Eldritch Maul.
So that's 11 total.
11.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Takes it, but he's still standing.
And I haven't used my bonus action, so I'm going to smack him again
22.
for another 12.
Okay. And he drops. Okay.
Just call me the closer. And that's it for Vega.
All right. Ben is dead. Marigold.
Marigold is going to just reach up and say,
I knew the police would take care of it. Here.
and she just reaches up and she touches Vega on the shoulder with a Cure Wounds, which she's going to cast at level 2 for 10.
Yeah.
Doubled me.
Okay. And it's
Sweet.
Marigold.
That's it for Marigold.
Okay. I have one guy left. So let's do his wisdom save first. He fails. It was 9 points, right?
Yeah.
He is barely standing. He's like squirting green juice and just barely standing. Let's see if he's smart enough to stop attacking the thing he can't hit. Nope, he rolled a 6. So he wasted his attacks on the stupid hammer that he can't do damage on. That's only one left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blast
Arnold.
him, Arnold.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
You can
Arnold
stand
is
on top of
going.
this dead body if you want. I'll move him out of the way.
Yeah, I
Or
think
you could
Arnold is just going to
Sacred
sacred
Flame him or
flame
something.
that
okay.
guy.
That's a save of some kind. Deck
Yeah.
save, right?
A dex save against 15.
Oh, he takes 7 points, and he drops in a smoldering, sizzling pile of flaming goo.
Well done, Arnold.
Well
And
done,
we
Arnold.
are out of combat. Let me put these dead bodies back close to where they were. Okay.
Vega's going to come back and check out the purple robes of this one.
All right, now I got to pull up my book since you guys are all going to do this now. Hold on, I got to find the book.
And what I want is a Vorpal sword and a puppy.
So if they had Vorpal sword, do you think they'd be blowing spittle at you?
Yeah,
I want a Vorpal puppy.
a Vorpal puppy.
Where is my other book?
And a
All right,
train.
first you guys, what are you doing when I'm trying to find my Spelljammer monster book?
We're all groping the rope.
Groping each
goo.
other?
Everyone's hiding their sphincter door from Simon. Everyone's clenched and keeping away. Because he's just walking around with his fingers out going, ooh.
He's got one eye. He's got an eye. He's got somebody's eye in one hand, necklace in the other hand.
Simon,
It's
if I have
good.
to call HR.
If I had something in this hand,
What could I have in this hand?
what could I have in this hand that would make me forget about what was in this hand?
Ah, found it. Okay.
That's Beverly Hills Cop, by the
44.
way, in case anybody was wondering.
Oh.
Gary knew.
Oh, yeah. Gilbert.
All right, so I'm going to share a little lore dump with you guys, if you don't mind. If you don't want to hear this, tell me to shut up. But imagine when you get back to your ship, someone on Captain Elaine's ship will give you a little more detail on these guys. These guys are called Surlons, Psurlons. So if you want, you can look this up online between sessions. Malevolent worm-like creatures that live on the astral plane. Fully grown specimen is 7 feet long. They have legs that end in hooves and arms that end in hands with 3 long fingers. Surlon's eyeless head resembles that of an earthworm capped by a maw ringed with teeth. They adorn themselves richly in colored robes and rarely wear armor or carry weapons.
Oh, so no Vorpal sword.
Surlon lives for thousands of years. Oh, because they spend most of their time in the deep astral. Every 100 years or so, Surlons leave their astral strongholds, invade wild space systems, and indulge in a 7-year-long ceremony called the Feast of Worlds, during which they consume as many sentient life forms as they can before returning to the astral plane. They prefer the flesh of humans and halflings, but don't mind feasting on other folk.
The new sci-fi book.
So
Are
that's where
halflings just diet humans?
Yeah, that's a human
I don't
zero.
know. I don't know why it says humans and halflings. I don't know. I
Well,
guess that's
some of
their
them
preference.
are working on their bikini body. I get it.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
sure that dwarves have their meat has a taste.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
They're a
dwarves are
little
kind of gamey or something. Yeah.
Gamey.
So if you guys didn't pick that before, when you guys smelled the guy and you did that awesome Arcana nature check, whatever I said, he has an appetite of all meat. That's because he was a Surlon. All he eats is meat. They've been known to work with mind flayers. Together, they collect victims to feed on. The Illithids devour the victim's brains, while the Surlons consume the rest of the prey. It says Githyanki despise Surlons because of this alliance and attack Surlons' strongholds in the deep astral whenever they are found.
I don't like them.
Garbage feeders.
I want to go on the record. I want to go on the record right now and say I don't like them.
As
I
a
second
Surlon,
that emotion.
let me stop talking with my lore dump. You guys want to learn more?
Oh, we can learn more. I don't like them.
Okay. As their corpse decays, I don't know if that's something you would know here or not. No, you won't know that. So I'm not going to share that. Okay, it doesn't say anything about any kind of valuables it keeps on him, but all right, I'm going to roll for all of them, just randomly. You find roughly, I'll say 5 gems, each with a value of about 10 gold pieces.
So each person gets 10 gold pieces. Add it to your own sheet right now.
And these are all part of those little chain things that you ripped off of them, Simon. They have like these little belt chains with a gem on them.
Yeah,
sweet.
I just made that up. That is not canon.
That's their belly dancing chain.
All right. So what do you guys want to do next here?
I'm still confused as to why we haven't found the bridge.
You haven't searched everywhere yet.
Whoever was driving this.
Should we go burn the blob of baby mind flayers?
Well,
the red gel?
They're not really a blob. I mean, that's a liquid. The ceramorphs are in the liquid. They're swimming around in a thick.
What if I urinate in it? Will my acidity kill them?
They could, much like happens in certain lakes in Africa, they could crawl up your pee stream.
Vega can pee from like 15 feet away,
and they can crawl.
14. You don't have an eldritch penis. I'm sorry.
That's right. That we know of.
You're not punching things with your wiener.
Vega was a Boy Scout. Boy Scouts can pee 15 feet. At least Canadian ones can. Part of our training. There's a badge for that. Okay, do you guys want to keep exploring down?
I think that's King Scout now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still lots of places you guys haven't explored on here.
So is there anywhere above us that we haven't explored yet? Are there any doors that we didn't go through?
No, upstairs where you saw the thing in the ceiling and the mind flare with submerged, like shoulders and up in that.
And we did we adequately, I don't remember, did we adequately search the area? I'm assuming then that's where the bridge is. Must be upstairs.
Hey, Brian, I'm going to expel 2 charges on my ring for 16 healing.
Okay.
Okay. 16, 25.
I'll just keep track of your charges. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I've used 3 of 4.
So there's still the sphincter wall behind you, and I have to look at the other map to see if you guys.
Sphincter wall behind us.
That's where we were, wasn't it? Where'd we come from?
You were 1 level up.
Ah. Well, I want to go through the sphincter wall to the north or to the south, Brian?
To the north. South is out.
Right here. It's where you guys have all been standing this whole time.
We haven't been through there yet?
No, right. You were through the sphincter wall level up.
I'm going in.
Okay, tickle.
Oh, yeah. I'm good at it now.
Tickle.
Anyone else want to do anything before he tickles the sphincter? Just asking.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to put the new album from Sphincter Doors and the Deep Astral on my iPod.
Is Arnold's spiritual guardian, is that only during combat? Or is that maintained for a certain time frame?
You can maintain it for 10 minutes.
Holy shit. That's awesome. Okay. So that took like a minute. So you still got like 4 minutes left. Okay. All right. You open up this door. You can see there is another sphincter door on the back side. To the right and left, looks like there are a couple crates.
Okay. Can we investigate the crates?
You certainly can.
I'm going to investigate this crate.
So as you approach, just want to make sure I describe this. So I say crates, but these are like it's almost like they're made of the same material as the walls, like somewhat organic, but like skeletal with skin on it.
The last nautiloid crates I searched, Brian, had laser rifles.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, you were there.
I think they learned their lesson in that campaign.
Yeah, maybe.
So, no laser rifles in this one.
You think they learned their lesson?
Which role gives us laser rifles, Brian?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So you guys are both approaching him separately. Teddy, are you just kind of hanging back, or what are you doing while they're in here?
Teddy's just gonna follow up, kind of behind them with Arnold or whatever.
Okay. All right. So Vega, as you approach, you can see yours is actually open partially, and you can see there's also some kind of a green, somewhat translucent liquid inside this crate, and there are some kind of like dark blobs, like 6 or 7 inches below the surface of this green liquid.
Are they moving or are they just there?
They are not moving.
Oh. I'm going to
And
describe
Simon, yours
what I see.
Simon, yours appears to be somehow like basically closed and shut. There's not any kind of mechanism of a hinge or anything like that.
Oh, so does it look like I could even open it?
There's not like a lock. There's not like a hinge. So it's basically like an organic cube.
Yeah. I'm going to describe what I see in there. It looks like a bunch of plums floating in green jello. And I'm going to suggest Teddy reach in and grab one while I move over here.
Teddy has a look. He doesn't reach in and grab, but he'll
Taking a closer look than what Vega did, or are you kind of just looking from afar?
looking from
your
afar.
sword.
But
Poke with your sword.
he'll stab one with a javelin.
You stab one of the floating things?
Yeah.
Okay, so before that happens, Simon, are you doing anything with your cube of whatever it's made out of?
Well, you said that I can't open it because there's no opening.
I didn't say you couldn't open it. I said there's no locks, there's no hinges.
I want to have a look around it to see if I can see a way to get it open.
Well, I'll say this: if you glance back over across the room at the other one, you can almost see like there are like these organic fingers on the lid of the one over here that are opened up.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to touch this one in the same spots. I'm pretty good at that. It's
Sphincter
just
tickle.
just kind of a reverse sphincter tickle.
Okay, give me like an Arcana nature check. Let's see if you can figure this out. Nope. You don't understand how this opens up. All right, so Teddy, you're going to stab one with what?
Javelin.
Oh, he's got a javelin?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me an attack to hit.
Yeah. Javelin stab. Is that going to be set up on my sheet? Yeah, that should be fine. I didn't throw it. I like stabbed it. Cause...
Okay. 6 points of piercing damage. Okay. All right. You stab it. Half of it kind of it splits in half. Half of it kind of sinks to the bottom. The other half is stuck to the end of your javelin. I'm assuming you're going to pull it out and look at it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. It appears to be half of a brain.
This is their food stores.
That wasn't very smart of them.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that whatever's in that one is in the same one that I'm looking at. I don't need to be here. Let's go through the sphincter.
Sphincter door.
Teddy, what are you doing with that half brain that's stuck on your javelin?
You wipe it off like turd on your shoe.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like plop it. I'm not gonna touch it with my hands, but I'm gonna like scrape it off the tip of my spear.
Okay, like I'll lick it like an ice cream cone.
Definitely
Hits the
not.
ground for initiative.
Okay, all right, you're able to scrape it off onto the floor. It's fine. Okay, all right. So this sphincter door is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
There's only one sphincter door that we haven't been through.
Give Simon room to go first.
Who's tickling the sphincter door?
Simon.
Oh, Simon always tickles the sphincter door.
Simon's the best at the sphincter tickling.
Move yourself up, or Simon. Arnold, you staying right there too?
Arnold
Yeah, Arnold is gonna stay there.
Okay. You know how many times I've done this just to make you guys paranoid?
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep you on your toes. Okay. You open up the sphincter door and let me. Ooh, there's a description for this one. I don't have to ad-lib this. Lying on the floor of this raised platform is the headless body of a mind flayer. The stench of the rotting corpse is unpleasant, to say the least. The dead mind flayer lies in an otherwise open space where you imagine the ship's helm used to be.
Ah, finally.
Used to be, dude.
Yeah, no, that's cool. But at least we know we found the bridge, so the ship's not going to fly away on us, right? It's not going to pull. He's not going to pull a Boba Fett on us and just sort of fly away. All right. So can I look around the? I'm going to look at the dead mind flayer. I'm going to do a little investigation on him and immediately surrounding the little. You said a platform that he's laying on.
Raised platform. Yep.
Yeah. So he's laying on this raised platform. I'm going to do an investigation of him and the platform, just to see if there's anything there.
Okay.
Need some gold, man. Need some gold. Investigation roll. There she blows.
Wow, look at you. All right. Lying on the deck near the dead mind flayer is an Ioun stone, and it says in parentheses reserve. So I don't know what the Ioun stone reserve is. Is that in the compendium?
I think
if I can spell it right.
Reserve one.
IOUN.
Let me look it up on D&D.
It might be. That sounds familiar.
Oh, it's in the compendium.
Is it?
Yeah, it says.
Oh yeah, because all of the Ioun stones are in there, right? And then
yeah,
you just have to pick the right one.
And it says reserve. Is there one called reserve? Oh, there it is. Oh, a rare one.
Hey guys,
What's that?
I'll be back in a second. Just gotta take the dog out.
So I'll put it in chat for those that aren't looking it up in here. Oh, wow, that's got a long description on it.
Can store up to 3 levels worth of spells at a time.
Ooh.
Any creature can cast a spell first through 3rd level into the stone by touching it as the spell is cast. The spell has no effect other than to be stored in the stone. If the stone can't hold the spell is expended without effect. While this stone orbits your head, you can cast any spell that's stored in it. The spell uses the slot level, spell save DC, etc., of the original caster, but is otherwise treated as if you cast the spell.
Okay, so I'm reading to see if there's. How do you know if there's a spell in it or not? Does it say anything about that?
Well, in the spell description, it says that when found, it contains 1d4 minus 1 levels of spells chosen by the DM.
So I'm going to say you got to attune to it to see if there's anything already stored in it.
Okay.
Okay. Other than that, you can find like another discarded scimitar off to the side, but nothing else of value. Okay. What else would you guys like to do here?
Is there anything else?
That's all he found is investigation. Look, everything else has already been picked clean here.
Cocksuckers. Okay, shall we head to the bowels of the ship where all the good stuff's kept?
Yeah.
We go down the left or the right?
Let me just add that Ioun stone to the loot bag just so that and then we can talk. When Kev gets back, we can talk about where it should go.
Yes.
Okay, so you haven't been down these stairs, right? That goes down further, if that's where you're heading next.
I think so. That would make us most sense.
Is Simon leading the way again, like always?
That bitch.
Or there's something else you guys want to do?
No, Simon's definitely going first. If there's a sphincter door, it needs tickling.
Yeah, Simon's
These are just stairs.
happy.
And we don't know what we're going to find at the bottom, Brian.
Okay.
I'm assuming sphincter doors.
Okay. Simon, you want me to move you to the bottom of the stairs, or me wait for Kevin to come back? What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I'm just typing this.
Oh, sorry.
If the sphincter door leads you to a sphincter door that leads you to the first sphincter door. Wah, wah, wah.
I think I had a 3-shot of that once before, where you guys went underground. It was like a giant. There was a giant in the ground. You were going through his bowels.
Oh shit! Oh, that's funny. Pardon the pun.
Yeah, there was a giant roly ball of. I guess technically it was poop, but anytime you hit it, it would like explode with like acid damage.
Mm.
What are you writing down, Rob? You writing down what I put in chat, the description?
Mike's broken.
I was just adding the loot bag stuff in the.
Oh, okay.
And I hadn't started an entry, so it took me a couple seconds to get everything up and going. Okay, I'm good to go.
Okay, so do you guys want to wait for Kevin to come back, or you guys want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if a fight breaks out, I mean, we'll pause until he gets back.
We're all going to go downstairs anyway, so let's go downstairs. Kev's already said the order that he's going in, so it's always me, and then Vega, and then Teddy, and then Marigold, and then Arnold.
Yeah.
All right. So let me grab you first. Do you care which stairs you go down, the left or right?
Even right, odd left.
I'd roll like a 700-sided die. 706.
721.
No, I refuse.
721.
Even right, odd left. We're going down the right side.
Boring.
Okay. All right, so let me
100-sided
grab character and move him to the bottom of the stairs.
Anyone can roll a 100-sided die.
And then I'll describe to you what you see. And then I'll pull everybody down in the right order. Okay. This appears to be a cargo hold. It smells like
good stuff is.
and smells like a slaughterhouse. Bodies lie strewn about the deck, and the floor is stained with blood. Most of the bodies appear to be Hadozi, but one is an arachnid form with an eel-like neck and head that lies as motionless as the others. Okay, so who normally goes behind Simon?
Vega.
Okay, I'll grab you.
How many fudge dice do I need to roll before someone actually brings me fudge? I'm getting really disappointed.
I didn't even check, so shift click if you guys didn't see where I moved you to.
Yeah,
You guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arnold's got his spear guardian still.
I guess Kev's back.
Yeah, I just got back in.
All right, so Simon is at the front of the line coming down the stairs.
Okay.
So, Simon, if you want to move further than that, you can. Technically, Teddy and Arnold are behind you.
Okay. Kev, did you hear what we saw at the bottom of the stairs?
Something about an eel.
A whole bunch of bodies and one of Hadozi, and then one body that looks like sort of this weird eel-like neck head thing.
Arachnid form with an eel-like neck and head
They're
that
all
lies as
bodies.
motionless as the others.
Okay, cool.
Okay, who are we missing down there? Should be 5 of you, right?
Oh, it's probably
Marigold.
It's probably Marigold.
Need me to move her, or you got him?
She's a bit of a you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where she is. Yeah, that's where she is right there. Okay.
Okay.
You know Marigold. She never follows. She sucks. Fucking sucks.
I think the only thing that should be blocking your sight is there are walls like right here and right here on each side. But you should, from this vantage point, see stairs going down even further. Since Arnold and Teddy have already walked in here in this hallway, you can see there's another sphincter door at the bottom down here. Correct? Can you see that?
Yeah, I can just see it.
Okay, there's a sphincter door here. And then this one leads back into another hallway, which I think has a bunch of smaller sphincter doors. You tell me if you can see everything. Sphincter door here, a sphincter door here, and here, and here.
So I don't know if you heard, Kev, but we got an Ioun Stone.
Yeah, that I
On the
heard.
ground. So the Ioun Stone Reserve is basically an Ioun Stone of spell holding.
Gotcha.
Three spell slots worth of spells. Okay. All right, where do we want to go, guys? Do we want to search this room? Do we want to look at anything? Do we want to look at the bodies? Is there anything else in this room? Is it just bodies? Or there? You said that it was what the cargo hold. So is there any cargo down here?
You can see what looks to be more of those weird organic crate things on the walls, but none of them have covers on them. They're all like open. You can see like what was, I guess, technically the top of the crate you saw in the other room are lying on the floor. Everything's open and empty.
I kind of want to taste the gel liquid, but I'm going to choose not to.
Okay.
Taste the jelly.
Yeah, I think it's like pickled. I think these things are pickled.
I'm gonna stab the two bodies. They're the bodies just on the ground, lying there.
Sorry, I was reading as I was answering the last question. So there is more that you can see in here. You can see among some of the shelves looks like extra bags or crates and vials. So you have to do a little more investigation on those to actually see what's in those. But there is actually stuff on the shelves.
Okay. Do we want to do that? Do we want to investigate what's on the shelves?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to investigate what's on the shelves. Because I'm good at the investigation.
So if you're just like going up to the bags and stuff and opening them up and looking at them.
Yep.
Tasting everything.
Okay. That's your investigation there? Okay.
Might be a little bit of licking, maybe.
Okay. So among the bags and the small little crates up on the shelves and the vials, you can find enough food and water. Looks like it's enough to nourish 10 medium creatures for 5 days. As well as, and more stuff. There's barrels in here. Barrels of pickled brains floating in brine.
Oh, see, I knew pickled. I knew there was something pickled in there.
The delicacy
sure
in some
that's what was
country.
going on in those other brain things. Pickled brains. That's just not right.
Pickled brains.
You know how unhealthy?
Brains.
Do you know how unhealthy that brine is for a mind flayer? It's not right. It's like
They got fast food tendencies.
exactly.
They gotta have
They're
a weakness.
terrible.
They didn't
right.
actually get in a battle. They died from hardened arteries from all the salt in the brine.
Okay, where's our nearest? You're probably right. Their whole head exploded right off their.
That's right.
A clean cut right off their neck.
Why we can't find them?
That's right.
One more obvious thing that you guys will all notice in here: the bodies are in various states of decay. Looks like some of them have been rotten longer than others.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I think we go check out the sphincter doors up here.
Yeah, sphincter doors.
Sphincter tickler number 10. Do.
Who's opening up the sphincter door? Always Simon?
What do you think? Jeez.
Did we not tell you who's the
You did, but I still see you
opener?
spirit token right here, so I'm just questioning.
That's because I don't know where we're
He's
going.
cracking
I
his
can't
knuckles.
see anything.
One in the hallway over here.
There's too much. There's too much barriers in the way. I'm like, where did everybody go? I don't know.
Sphincters in the room. Too much.
There's too many sphincters in the room. I can't manage it.
All right. So
that was like the same kind of weirdness that was the other one.
I'm going to open up all the sphincter doors so you can all be attacked.
Oh, no.
Now, you open up the door and you see in the middle of the floor with more of those like bony structure parts of the wall kind of extending to each one of these little circles. It basically looks like a giant glowing red waterbed. And parts of these little bone structures looks like it's almost like part of it is translucent. You can see that same red juice kind of flowing through these little bony protrusions in the floor.
Does it have the little mind flare babies in there?
Are you going in there? I want to see Simon.
I'm asking Simon if he sees any of the mind flare babies in there.
Do I see anything swimming 5 feet away from me inside one of those red thingies?
You'd have to get a lot closer to determine that.
I'm only 5 feet away.
From the waterbed?
Yeah.
Okay. Then no, you don't see anything.
All right.
I
don't wanna go in there.
Sphincter ticklers are very familiar with waterbeds.
Where's the next sphincter door that we haven't gone through, Brian?
You got the sphincter door at the end of the hallway down here, and you got the 2 stairways going down.
Okay, we don't want to go down yet. Okay, sphincter door.
Okay, I'm gonna say at this point, Arnold's spirit guardians has dropped.
Okay, Brian, just so that you know, Simon's going to be the one to open the door this time.
No way.
Yeah.
Don't be telling me stories.
No, that's what he's doing.
Simon, tickle
Simon
that.
never opens the doors.
I know. This time he's going to do it.
Simon, tickle it.
Okay.
Tickle it like it really wants it.
So we got to do this a
I'm
little
going to
bit
tickle
of
it like it's hot.
a little bit of theater of the mind. So, okay, you are standing or looking out the sphincter door here. Again, the right layer, Brian. The sphincter door here, which technically is looking out
on the deck of the ship.
Yeah, right here, looking out into the deck.
Okay, so I've explored this whole floor then as we inside.
That's correct.
Okay. So I'm going to pass that on. I'm going to go, okay, that door goes to the outside, guys. Are we going to go down another floor?
Down another floor.
There,
I'm right behind you.
The stairs. Simon, I just moved you to
okay,
right there. That's the bottom. It's each stair on the left and right side of you. It drops down.
All right.
Vega's gonna look at everyone and go, Simon teleported like a ghost.
So first, you guys should be able to move your tokens in there. Just stay within the stairwell, if you would, please.
Okay, Marigold's right there.
So to the north.
Marigold's not there.
The north of you, Simon, you can see a gigantic pool of pinkish liquid. These are little stairs going up to it, so technically you can't see in it, but you can see the glow coming off of it. And you have more of these little, like, bony protrusions in the floor with a little bit of pink stuff flowing through them.
Okay.
And to the south, you can see more of these pink circle thing, but these have almost like a glass or some kind of crystal wall blocking them off. These are like basically like giant cylinders with this pink goo in it.
Like mad crazy library tanks.
Here, let me read what this says here. To the south.
You're gonna have to nuke this thing from space, just so you know.
As you look to the south, a rotting corpse of a headless mind flayer lies amid the hacked up corpses of 3 hulking creatures with blood spattered white fur.
Where's that?
To the south. The condition of the corpses suggests that something or someone has been feeding on them.
Ooh. Do we want to search these corpses? Is there there's another sphincter door, I'm guessing, directly to the south?
I'm going to say that pile of dead bodies is right here where I'm pinging right now.
Okay. So there's a pile of dead bodies here, and this is another sphincter door, correct?
Correct. Okay. Actually, that one to the left, south. No need for perception roll. You have dark. Oh, that's all lit up anyway. You can see it anyway. That sphincter door looks a little bit different than the other ones you've seen. It appears
more
like
or less sphinctery.
Tighter.
This sphincter appears to be shut with sutures made of ropes and steel hooks.
Ooh, they've tied it shut. That's awesome. There's something perfectly safe behind the
yeah. Wow. Hey, Simon, I'm thinking we leave that there.
Yeah, I would say so. Let's go search. Let's search the bodies. and then nuke this thing from space. I don't think there's any reason for us to go in that door. Kev, do you want to go through that door?
The big pink door?
Well, no, it's been laced. No, the one to the south has been tied shut, physically laced with ropes to tie the sphincter shut with hooks so that whatever's inside.
So on the other side is a mounting pool of diarrhea.
It's just fun.
Well, hang on, because let's think about this for a minute here, right? Let's put on our thinking caps.
Okay.
We just got ambushed or attacked by those sirloin guys.
That's right.
That's
high quality beef. High quality beef, by the way.
Yeah, high quality beef is what they got with
cut.
me.
It's a nice cut.
Anyways, maybe they locked the actual crew of the ship in here.
Dude, that's a danger.
Which would be mind flayers. So
no, because this pile of bodies includes a mind flayer with its head chopped off and what you say 3 or 4 other creatures, right, Brian?
Yeah, hulking creatures, blood splattered white fur
creatures.
Well, can I put my ear up to the door?
You want to put your ear up to a sphincter?
Yeah, I want to. Wait, no, because if I put my ear to the sphincter, that might tickle it and open it up.
Okay, well, he's putting his ear to the sphincter. I want to search these bodies, Brian.
No, I didn't hear him. I thought he said he wasn't going to put his ear to it because he's afraid it was going to open it up. Did I hear that wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay.
I would like to get close to the door and see if I can hear anything through the door.
Good. Go ahead and move yourself down there.
Take Arnold with you.
Arnold's going to be just behind me, though.
Okay. Rest of you guys are where you are, right?
Well, I'm getting ready to search the bodies, and Marigold is just standing there going,
I don't think you guys should do that.
Good. All right.
That's almost the same voice as Shorty, by the way, but a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so a couple things here.
As much.
A couple things here based on everybody's position. So let me figure out who I want to reveal first. Okay, Teddy. As you get within 10 feet of the door.
Yeah.
I gotta double check this to see if this is telepathy or just out loud. Hold, please, as I make you guys nervous with that. Oh, just speaking. Tell me real quick what languages Teddy speaks.
Oh, Teddy does speak some languages.
Common and Orc, right?
No. Celestial, Common, Orc, and Undercommon.
Oh, okay. All right. So you first hear a language that you don't understand it, but you recognize it as Elvish.
Okay.
Are you going to try to respond to it, even though you don't know what it says? And the voice is coming from, on the other side of the door here.
Can I pick up like what tone? Like, do they sound angry? Do they sound scheming? Do they sound calm? Like,
give me a insight on that. It's going to be pretty high DC since you don't understand the language.
Oh, I'm pretty good at the insights.
Whatever's on the other side of that door thinks that the space elves have taken the ship.
No, you can't. You can't decipher if it's like threatening, scared. You don't know.
Okay, so I would go back quietly to the group and say, "Guys, I think someone's speaking Elvish behind the door. Unfortunately, I didn't do so good in the school."
Oh, I know the elf. I can speak the elf.
And the temple I'm from didn't really like elves, so I never learned.
Yeah. Well, Vega will move down to listen.
They have the weird gods.
Okay. So hold 1 second. I just love saying that. Hold 1 second.
Hold for your death. Hold for impending death.
No, I want to take a picture of this and put it in Discord so you can see. All right, so as you approach, you can hear the same elvish voice, and it's calling out for help. It's basically begging to be freed. If you continue to stand there and listen, it goes continue talking elvish. Do you give it any kind of a response?
I reply, I can hear you. Who are you?
And
Such a bad
he
idea.
thanks the gods. He tells you his name is Jasper Graves.
He sounds like a dick.
That sounds made up to me, by the way.
Yeah.
That's in the book. How about that? I didn't have to make that one up.
Jasper Graves, space
Yeah.
prostitute.
God.
On a boat full of sphincters. What do you expect?
Said he's been trapped here by aberrations that murder the rest of the crew.
Have fun. Have a great day. We're on our way out of here.
It's like, wait, what are you doing? Why? Why are you leaving me?
What were these aberrations?
These
And why would they spare you?
fat worm-looking things. I don't know.
Oh. Well, we killed all them.
Good.
Is this your ship?
No, it's not my ship.
The hell are you doing on it then?
I found it probably like you did,
Liar.
floating through the space.
Liar. Where's your ship then? How'd you get on this?
Do I look like I'm in a place where I can see where my ship is?
Mm-hmm. Well, there was no ships out there, so I have no gain to this. Why would I let you out? What do you have for me? What can you give me? What can you have in this hand?
I have
If I let
nothing.
you out, you will put in this hand.
I am simply begging you for freedom. What kind of monster are you?
Greedy monster.
I beseech you, please.
Are you the only one in there?
Yes, I've been in here for days. I'm famished. I'm not sure how much longer I can last.
What is your race?
I'm elvish.
Elvish?
Aren't you?
Yes, I'm a wood elf. What are you?
I'm a wood elf as well.
You're a liar.
Why did you call me a liar?
Prove to me.
Vega,
Why
give
should I
me,
trust you?
give me an insight check, Vega. No, let me roll. This will be good if I roll higher than you. Oh, I rolled a 20. Sounds elvish. You have no reason not to believe.
Okay, guys, come up here with Simon. I'm gonna bring the gang up here.
Okay, no, well, Simon still wants to search these bodies.
Yeah, I just want to talk away from the door.
Yeah, well, I want to search
Teddy
the
and
bodies
Arnold.
while you were down there chatting.
So Teddy and Arnold come up here.
Okay. We move up.
So let Simon search the bodies, and then we'll have a conversation. Because he was doing it as we walked back up.
Okay, so if you're searching all the bodies,
Yep.
let me see if it asks for an investigation or not. No investigation, but got a little more detail on these tubes that are floating here. You guys find floating in 3 of the tubes appear to be humans. Another one holds a dwarf. Another one holds a Hadozee. And a fourth one holds a strange looking, for lack of a better term, looks like it's a humanoid made of jello. Metal wise, plasmoid. It's a new type of player character for Spelljammer.
All right. So the roll that I did, that's cool. The roll that I did was for the corpses, the bodies, the beheaded mind flayer and the big fuzzy bunny ape things.
You find on the mind flayer a very nice +1 breastplate embossed with tentacles.
Ooh, that's cool. Do you wear plate, Teddy?
I do.
breastplate.
Is a plus one breastplate going to help you?
It probably will.
Right until the tentacles burrow into his brain.
Because how much? Let's see what armor I have versus the +1. Because right now I have. What armor do I have? I have plate armor adamantine because that was my magic item or whatever.
Oh, okay. What does Arnold have? Because I've got that's what I've got, half plate adamantine.
It doesn't say specifically what kind of armor he. Oh wait, it says he has half plate and shield.
Oh, so give him the +1, and then just up his armor class by 1.
Yeah.
Can we do that,
That's
Brian?
not better than breastplate?
Well, he's got. Arnold has a breastplate, and this is a +1 breastplate.
Ah, okay. You gonna give that to Arnold?
Yeah.
It's just
Okay,
the
I'm fine
Dolly
with that.
Parton of breastplates.
Can you hear me say it's embossed with tentacles, right?
Yeah, I think that I think Arnold would like that.
Sure he would.
That's
How would
because he
Arnold?
thinks it's embossed with testicles. He doesn't know
That's
any
right.
different.
Testicles.
Yeah.
How would Arnold react to wearing a breastplate with tentacles all over it?
Well, he doesn't
Embossed.
really know.
Oh,
really
you want to know what Arnold says?
Yeah,
Because-
what does
Sure.
Arnold say?
Hang on, give me a moment. Because I know the exact quote I want to use.
Are you Googling like Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes or something?
I know a lot of them, but like a lot of them aren't fitting. But there's one I want. Here we go.
Kevin's got a second screen up with all these sayings from Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love it.
As he puts it on. I'm sure you'll recognize this quote. He's like, "What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear their lamentation of their women."
That's Arnold Conan.
You know
Yeah.
what? That is so good. I'm giving Gary an inspiration card.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Nice.
See what? Error trying to draw from a deck with no more cards.
Oh, there's no more cards.
What the
Shuffle.
hell?
Yeah, so if you mouse over the card deck, Brian, you can add the discarded ones back into the pile.
Oh, that's new. I don't remember seeing that before.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever given out this much inspiration.
Well, there's like,
We haven't
something
said
cards
this
in his deck.
recreational before.
but there you go, Gary.
Thank you.
True.
Well, thank
Okay.
Kev, not me.
Hey, Kev.
Before we move forward with this, I'm going to use my shield, and I'm going to activate its tremor sense ability. It gives me tremor sense out to 30 feet, and I'm going to approach the door, and I'm going to tremor sense to feel whether this creature that is on the other side claiming to be an elf is larger or smaller than what an elf
Ooh,
would
Batman
give up from its
sonar.
tremor sense perspective.
Sonar.
Should we tell him to jump up and down?
Yeah, we totally should.
Strip naked and show him your.
He needs to pace. He needs to pace or something, because I want to know whether this is tremor sense. So if he's got only 2 legs, maybe he's an elf. But if he's got more than 2 legs, I'm going to be able to tell.
That's right. If he has
I don't
more
like
than one
this
sphincter door.
Right. So as you approach, the elvish
You're
voice,
expecting this, were you, Brian?
the elvish voice is still kind of, arguing, saying, "What's wrong with you people? I'm just an elf. Let me free." And you are definitely picking up something with at least 4 legs. Or maybe it's 2 people. You're not really sure.
And I'm going to
Ah.
say to Teddy, I'm going to say, yeah, an elf with 4 legs.
Or
That
2
guy's-
people. It could
that
be 2
guy's lying
people.
to us.
You're picking up
No.
4 footsteps.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lead the witness and say how many.
Teddy tells
people are there.
Vega to describe what he looks like because he had a dream where this happened and he wants to
Yeah.
make sure that it was
Mark
meant to
out.
be.
What?
Just
Yeah.
ask the guy to give us a description
Yeah.
of himself.
But
I'm
but
gonna
like
say, okay. Describe yourself to me.
You're like, I'm an elf. I'm like 5'10". I've got blonde hair, blue eyes.
And
What else do you want to know?
What's
How
your
long
favorite
have
ice
you been-
cream?
how long have you been there by yourself?
I've been here at least 2 or 3 days. Told you I'm famished.
He's a fucking liar.
Liar. So
You saying that out loud?
my idea, we open the door with all of us holding our attack actions, but whoever's last uses non-lethal.
Did you say open the door?
Yeah.
This thing has been trapped in there. It's got
a
at
big
least
fight.
it's got at
Hurry.
least 4 legs. Does it, Brian, am I getting the sense from its tremor that it weighs more than a humanoid too?
Yeah.
It's got heavy footfalls.
Yeah. So it's bigger too. I don't want.
Okay.
And you're going to be
Go
picking
to
up
the
like
door.
a couple of the feet are like actually up right next, like on the face of the door.
Yeah. I'm going to say, okay, there's something holding the door here. We're going to go to our ship and get some tools and come back.
Yeah.
And let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
He's going to roll an insight. Roll your deception roll, Vega.
Okay.
I'm not going through that door.
It's like, liar, you're all liars. Let me out. And you can see the door, the sphincter kind of shaking a little bit, like he's pushing on it. Let me out, I tell you.
Oh, hey, I think you're the liar.
Like,
I don't think
wait.
You're no elf.
I got treasure. I'll pay you guys. I promise. My parents will pay you handsomely. Just free me, I tell you.
Who are your parents?
He throws out a couple Elvish names that Brian's not prepared to say.
That's a lie.
You don't know that. Are you giving me an insight check? Go ahead. Give me an insight check if you want. I'll roll my deception.
I don't need to insight Brian when he hasn't prepped the names.
Now, wait a minute. Rob may know that I'm full of shit. But Simon doesn't necessarily know. Who rolled that insight? Is that a new one, Gary?
Yep.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
Okay. Enjoy your long, lingering, slow death. We're out of here.
I'm not going in there.
We're
You
leaving.
guys can hear like beating, like tearing of flesh on the other side of the door. You guys are, I'm assuming you're all walking away at this point.
Yeah.
I'm going in there.
But I'm readying an action. If he comes up, I'm hitting him with a longbow. If that door opens, he breaks through.
All right, continues to come. The door kind of vibrates and shakes like something's beating against it, but you can't. The ropes and the hooks are still holding it all together, like you saw there.
Okay, we're gonna go have a tasty meal on our ship as we leave, and we're probably gonna throw some weaponry at this one to burn it to the ground. So enjoy the last few days of your life, prick.
Await your return.
Oh yeah, you wait for us, buddy. Keep
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll be back in 700 Earth days.
See you on the 12th at 12.
Yeah, meet you at Jordan Park at 4.
I'm not going through that. I don't care what treasure's in there. I'm not going through
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there's not enough treasure in the world for that. You lying. You're no elf.
All right, so if I scroll back up, I think you guys have pretty much searched everything. Are you gonna do this back room over here?
Is there a sphincter?
It's just a big pool of goo. I think it's where the mind flayers go and soak or cook their meals. I don't know.
All right. If we're done, then we're done. Let's
Yeah,
go back to
get
the
the hell
other
out of
ship
Dodge.
and let the captain know exactly what we saw and that there's something on that ship that they locked away that is lying about being an elf, and we do not want to take it on.
Can we pull a distance away and go full live fire on that ship and blow it up?
Well, you certainly can. Go move yourself back over here to the ship.
Yeah.
If you would. You guys can easily make your way back up here.
Kev, we didn't really give you a vote. Did you want to go in that door?
I mean,
Sorry, let me go back down here.
no, it's good. I'll side with the two of you. Yeah.
I'm
Arnold,
trying
as
to
we're
turn
leaving,
leaf and trying to
Arnold,
turn
as
over
we're
the
leaving,
table.
turns around and says, I eat green berets for lunch, and then walks away.
You're screaming in Elvish.
That's Commando, by the way.
No.
Mhm.
And then he looks back at us all and says, "Get to the chopper."
All right, Rob gets a inspiration card now. Rob, there we go. Another inspiration card for Rob. Ah, the other guys are going to miss out. They weren't here.
Yeah.
All right,
They're
so you
lost.
haven't yet. Go ahead and feel free to move yourself back over to the ship here.
Oh, that card rocks.
Brian, there's nothing on this ship where we could like destroy it if we, like maybe
Self-destruct.
maybe you connect two crystals together and then a countdown starts and then you run, and as you're running you put on your super cool sunglasses as it explodes behind you.
And you jump. You do the jump and superhero landing on the deck of the ship.
Yeah.
You're not going to be familiar with these kind of ships to even know if that's even a feasible answer or not.
But our captain might.
She might.
So when we go back, we're going to make an argument to the captain to say there's something on that ship that needs that ship to blow up.
We could also ask.
If he gets out, he's pretty pissed off at us.
Arnold was kind of a dick, and so was Vega, actually.
It's like, well, that's kind of par for the course, isn't it? No offense, Arnold.
I never
Oh, not worry about offense with me.
She goes, "You don't have a sweet on you, Arnold. It's all right." So you're going to ask her if there's like some way to blow up the ship?
Yeah, can we scuttle that? Is there a way to scuttle that ship?
So, I'll remind you guys, at one point on the deck, you saw there was a bunch of extra ballistae and mangonel stones.
We should grab that.
And if you mention that to her, she's going to say, "Oh, hell yeah, give that to me." Says, we'll go out to a good range and we'll just shoot this son of a bitch till it finishes being destroyed. The hull's already damaged. You guys remember that when you first approached, she pointed that out.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll gather that shit.
She already gathered that the helm had probably been picked clean already by pirates. That's not that uncommon for this area to be in this area to salvage derelict ships or attack them or whatever. Okay. So she says if you guys are wanting to do that, so she's all for it, especially with the extra ballista bolts and mangonel you just salvage from this wreck.
Yeah. And Vega says the thing that's locked up there is a total liar. Liar, pants on fire guy.
And
we got to send him to his death.
And she will ask, so if we destroy this ship, I mean, there's a possibility that we breach the hole where this thing is, and I don't know what it is, but we could basically free it.
Well, let's breach the hull at the top end so it all explodes and kills the guy at the bottom end.
She said, well, there's nothing going to be exploding here. This is a organic ship.
Okay. Well,
all we can do is shoot it to shreds. So, but your choice. We got enough firepower now.
We could just leave it where it is. Although if we destroy it, like if we breach it, will its air supply go too? Like what keeps the air bubble around?
This is Brian thinking. I think I seem to recall that once a ship drops to 0 hit points, it basically has like an hour, I think. There's probably some other calculation in there, but right now I'm going to say it's got an hour of an air pocket left before it dissipates.
Perfect. Yeah, let's go distance, and who cares if he gets out? Where's he going to go?
Well, after us, if it can fly or manipulate this plane.
It can't.
Let her insight you. She rolled a 20. What'd you roll for persuasion or deception? Are you lying? You bullshitting? What are you doing?
Am I throwing insight or deception?
No, you tell me. Are you lying? Are you bullshitting? If you're bullshitting, roll me a deception.
Oh, I'm not bullshitting.
You don't know. You don't know if this thing can fly or not. You don't know what it is.
I believe it's the whatever the big white furry animal was.
Just because you believe it doesn't mean it's not bullshit.
Oh.
Deception roll. She's like, you don't know shit. You're a land lover.
I'm a godless monk.
Yeah.
Right, so
if this thing is a big spidery space aberration thing,
Yeah.
we don't know if it can breathe air or not. If it has to breathe air or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Might just be better to just
Let's just leave
let
him where
the
he is.
next people get killed by it.
Yeah. I'm good. He never saw our faces. It's not
Yeah,
like he
that's
can
right.
identify us, so fuck him.
That's right.
as far as you know, didn't see
We
your
know.
faces.
I know he didn't.
Who we missed on the ship? I only see 4 people.
It's not me. It's not me this time.
We're
It's
missing Arnold. And
Arnold's
we're
having a
missing,
party with the guy
Teddy.
behind door number 3.
And Teddy.
Well, Arnold and Teddy.
Yeah.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Kev, you still there?
Thinker doors.
Did we lose Kev? Kev, did you fall asleep? I think Kev might have fallen asleep. All right, so let's find a good stopping point here then. You guys are going to take off, and you're not going to shoot the ship until it
No, we're not.
comes apart or whatever?
No.
Okay.
No, we're going to go to McDonald's.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna head to the drive-through.
All right,
Tim's drive-through in a ship.
The space drive-through. Okay, I'm taking that. I'm really the only spellcaster here anyway, so I'm taking that Ioun Stone.
Okay. All right, so
Greedy.
just as
That's
you're
me.
making ready to leave, a dark shape glides across the face of a nearby asteroid. It is another ship. The new arrival resembles a giant spider, complete with long, delicate legs and web-like rigging. Starlight gleams off its metallic hull as it creeps silently toward your vessel. "A night spider!" shouts Captain Sartell. "The Nyogi were using this hulk as bait, and we've flown right into their web." And that is where we will end
Son of a
tonight's session.
Son of a beach sheet.
I don't know how many guys are familiar with Old 2E. I dropped in a Nyogi spider ship just to give you a visual.
Did I get enough experience points to become level 6?
Here ends part 1 of the adventure. Each character should gain a level before the next session. That's if you're 5. So if you're not already 6,
level 6.
if you're not already 6, you're now level 6.
Awesome.
Check.
Oh, I can hear you, Kev.
I can't.
I hear you, Kev. Well, now you're on mute.
I heard you. Check.
Oh, you can hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
You're back.
That was weird. I don't know what happened there. I had to leave and come back. I could hear you guys talking. You just weren't
Weird.
picking up all my great lines.
Weird.
Cash, Visa. Check.
With
So
more
you're-
Arnold lines coming at us?
You're level
Oh, yeah.
6 now, Kev.
Okay.
Yeah. But the good news is we haven't blown up that ship yet, and we just loaded a bunch of artillery onto our ship.
Yeah, we're not
Right.
going to blow up that ship because we're not 100% sure that this crazy creature needs to breathe air.
And now we got to shoot Spider-Man's ship.
And now a big spidery shaped ship is looming off in the distance, and it looked like this ship was bait. And now we've got to fight whatever that is.
Now we're going to get proper fucked.
It's showtime.
Yes.
Okay. And that's where we'll end. And if you guys look in Discord, that's what was waiting on the other side of the door for you.
We are geniuses.
Yay, Tremor Shield.
You know, it just shows our capacity for forward thinking.
Yeah, because 2 of us died last week.
Right.
By doing something,
us-
by fighting something we shouldn't have fought.
One of us was quite attached to that character. That's lovely.
What is that thing called, Brian?
Scary fucking monster.
I don't want to say it because then you'll get to Google it and it may pop up later.
All right.
I think it's whatever the
Come back.
spider ship goo, guys.
I'm trying to see if I can.
Buddy.
Maybe.
They're coming to rescue him. You'll be.
All right. So next week should be back to Into the Abyss. Pick back up on that. I think last time I checked, we had at least 4 people for next week. So we should be good to go. Unless something extraordinary happens between now and then with me and my schedule. No, but yeah, I'm looking forward to you guys maybe eventually meeting that so I can share more about it. But I just thought it was prudent to at least show you what you almost ran into.
I feel bad for lying to him.
I'm sure you do. So does he. He feels bad for lying to you. So I'm not gonna lie, that was the part I was looking forward to the most. I was like, wonder if they go down first. Oh shit, they're going up first. Well, okay. Awesome. Well, hopefully that was fun for you guys. You enjoyed that.
Kev, 2 thumbs up,
Yeah.
buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll see you guys. I guess next week.
Yeah.
Back to the
Yeah,
abyss.
I'm in next week, so.
Okay.
All right. Good night, guys.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Later, Bri.
There we go.